E vai começar a putaria até cair. Tô adaptando a música da Beyblade. Sabia não? Que é assim que a gente faz? E, tipo assim, vai começar. Não é Beyblade não, porra. Mas não é Beyblade. Música de Medabots. Vai começar a cyberluta até cair. A gente canta, vai começar a putaria até cair, meu velho. Barato é louco. Barato é louco. Vamos embora. Espero que todo mundo esteja me ouvindo, ouvindo a live, ouvindo o vídeo, ouvindo tudo. Certo? E hoje nós vamos ter um pouquinho mais de decepções. E carências sendo atendidas, na verdade, porque é para isso que serve para atender a carência. Tá sem som, retardado. Eles estão. O cara engordou ou é impressão minha? Tô zoando. Cara. Muted! Vai, tola. Tá mutado, jumento. A green screen deles tá meio mal feita. Nossa, ele botou um acessóriozinho no cabelo pra ele dizer que ele é chinês. Gente. Meu Deus. Como é que tá o nome da blusa do cara? Né? Ah, é uma camisa oficial do Herman Lee. O cara ali é fã de Dragon Force. Fã de Dragon Force espotado. Eles colocaram uns adereços capilares. Assim, esqueci de jogar live. It's Vero. Takashi KR. Obrigado pelo follow. Não, a forma sem camisa é só no meu canal, galera. Sem camisa eu fico só aqui no canal mesmo, porque o nível de Sex Machine tem que ser 8,000 no canal. Entendeu? No canal dos outros a gente tem que maneirar, né? Porque vai que dá merda. Né? Vai que dá boesta.
What was it? My screen or what?
No,
Agora está
because I
falando.
need to drive home later.
Yeah, but I mean... you guys muted, I get on this country. Yes, we know,
Yeah.
we know. Unfortunately...
Are we really though? Someone said yay sound.
Boa
Yay,
tarde,
Sal.
boa, Niharo. Esse vídeo tá ficando... Como assim esse vídeo? Eu não tô entendendo. Tem que comprar um pacote na Steam pra ver a live com som, Franangos? Pode ser. Se fosse o Hélio... Os caras conseguiram... Os caras conseguiram corrigir o som e bugar o som de novo, ó. Nós com RGB. Pois é, só o R. Erraram. A gente não teve orçamento suficiente para comprar o green e o blue. A gente comprou só o red. Não? Vida de pobre, né, cara? Essa é a vida de quem não tem dinheiro. Seu vídeo é um... Gente que vem aqui com
Right. So we
efeito
should be
de
back,
drogas,
I
né,
believe.
velho?
Yeah, I heard we're back, so this time with sound, I hope.
Let's see if they can hear us. What does the text
So
chat
they
say?
didn't hear our famous first introduction.
Yes, that's sad. Guess we have to skip it now.
Yeah, they will
O
never
alfa
know
já
who we are.
acabou
No,
já.
we
It's
are-
not written on the screen or something
No,
like
that's
that.
just Nix though.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome everyone, and now with sound we can introduce you to our third stream for Swords of Legends Online, where we are going to
Legacy.
go through a couple of dungeons that we have in the
Acredito
game,
que hoje os caras vão
in beta
mostrar
and
as
later on launch as well,
dungeons
of course.
e só.
My name is Patrick, also known as Atmorph, and
Yeah, I'm also Patrick, or known as
I am
Baldrick,
so
but not
Patrick.
bald, as you can see now.
Not bald.
not bald. It has
Not
nothing
bald.
to do with that.
I have hair.
Alright, so yeah, today you get double Patrick action for this stream.
And we also have some Patricks in the chat, as I can read right now.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh no, all the Patricks. And well, we have a Patrick later in our dungeon run as well, right?
A
Yeah,
newbie
that's
data de
Few
beta,
Patricks
sei
in one
não.
dungeon
Acho que
run.
não vai rolar não.
Anyway, moving on.
Vou spamar
So what are we
CBTT
gonna
aqui
do
no
today?
chat
We
deles.
have 3 dungeons?
Yeah,
I
3
believe.
dungeons. So we're trying to show you some different views, like one of us will be healing, one of us will be tanking, but most of the time we're just going to play DPS because it's easier to stream and DPS, you know.
That is true. I mean, we are more used to playing DPS, but our teammates will of course be then tanks and heals. And then we also show a bit of the DPS meter, the features around it, as well as
Se tivesse na stream lá, velho,
What
spama
is the
Captain's
Beta Wang, tá ligado?
Captain's Assistant, which
Pra
is
eles se
kind of like
ligarem.
A
Que a
guide
vida é
menu.
assim.
guide menu
Yeah.
for the dungeon, yeah. That you can customize own messages that are being displayed for you.
Como é que tá a
and
cota
your
de cabelo nessa live? Ah, tá
Right, I
bacana.
think we'll jump right into the... we have a quick update for the phases, so we can quickly jump into that, maybe. So as you
Alpha
can see,
is
the announcement
done.
and the alpha are both done by now. So the alpha has ended earlier this week. And the closed beta announcement will be happening relatively soon. We don't have a date to announce today, unfortunately, but you shouldn't be needing to wait for much longer anymore. But we can't go
Não
into more details
teremos
that
data de CBT hoje.
way. Right. And without further ado, I would say we jump right into the first dungeon
Okay,
for some action.
so
And then we...
I think you are going to show us the way there.
I'll show you the way, yes.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
Aí, galerinha,
Can you
hoje
switch
vai
it?
ser
Can you-
só
No, I can't. We need some PC
gameplay
One
de
switch magic.
dungeons. Pra
'cause
quem
the-
gosta e quer ver as
we can't switch
dungeons.
away. There we go.
Yeah.
All
Olha,
right,
ó.
we are in the
Footage.
lovely district of Jiangdu, which is one of the maps in the game. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. And our first dungeon that we are gonna look into today is Chou Prison, which is hidden within this district.
No alpha a
behind
gente
couple
fez
of
essa Chou
houses
Prison aí.
where you have to
Vamos ver
go
se os
down the
devs
well.
faz mais
Oops,
fácil do que a
missed
gente
it.
fez.
Go down
Os
the
jogadores
well.
fizeram no alpha.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. Unusual keyboard and mouse. I would have aimed it better.
Yeah, of course.
So we go down the well into the canalization, and we are
Ali,
in
ó,
front
olha
of
os
Choke
frames,
Prison.
olha os frames. Tá em 64, tá em
No,
64.
not Choke Prison.
Reza a lenda que tem um tal
Prison.
Takashi aí falou
Ai, ai,
que
ai, ai, ai.
na dungeon o frame desce.
Now,
Normal mode.
this is our first dungeon. We'll show on normal, right?
Yeah, we show it on normal. Like the first two dungeons we will show on normal, and then in the end we will also show one on hard.
Yeah, okay. Switching should work now, nice. As you can see in this screen already, the user interface for the dungeon entry has changed. Maybe those that participate in the alpha will see the difference to what we had a couple of days ago even. So this is a brand new change that's more adjusted to our Western text length, I would describe it. So you have like the differences for like how many players can go in and etc. It's adjusted. So step by step, even during and after the beta, you'll see that changes will happen. But that's just a side note. Right, so let's go in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Our teammates, can they hear us only through the stream, right? I think.
Yeah, I think, but they will notice.
Yes. All right, so I'll be playing a healer for this dungeon run. So I'm on the summoner, on the healer spec, so Nuva's Blessing.
Ele tá o
Nuva?
que o
I think it's
O
Nuva
ponto de
named, right?
vista que
No,
vocês
Nuva.
estão vendo aí é de um summoner healer, tá,
Yeah,
meu
and
amor?
I will
Ah,
be playing
cara, eu pensei que tava falando buguei minha cabeça agora. Eu
perspective.
queria falar a mesma frase pra Inza que tá aqui do meu lado e acabei falando pra vocês
Until
também.
recently, I tried.
Ele
wanted
tá
to
jogando
be
de
Spearmaster, but we
summoner
also have a Spearmaster in the group already,
e
so
healer.
we
Não,
wanted to show you some diversity, and
não, ele não tá de
then
summoner. Ele tá com a
you can see all the
não,
classes
pô.
in action. Some from first person, some from
Quem
our
tá
teammates.
gravando
as we
tá
only have three,
jogando de
dungeons,
berserker.
and we only know so many classes ourselves.
E quem e o carinha de
we
cabelo
wanted to
grande
limit
tá
it a bit.
jogando de
They're
healer
saying your
summoner.
sound is too loud.
Mas
on
quem
your
tá
PC.
jogando de berserker e tá jogando
See
de
if we have
berserker
different settings for
tanque.
sounds. For the game
É,
sounds.
berserker é
Yeah,
tanque.
of course. I did not.
Aí, ó,
we sync
footage
that.
de
Yeah, I have done
tanque.
like 80 something, but I can also go down to 52. Ah, it's also fixed via the stream masters. Do we have a special message or is everything? All right. Okie dokie. So, game sound is good. Mic not much. I was just continue giving your feedback. Our sound guys behind the wall that you don't see.
The wall.
Will be checking to fix things. All right.
Yeah, so as you saw flashing on my screen right now is why
eu
I
acho que
clicked
só
it.
final do mês, cara.
Every dungeon has
Salve,
an
Lucas.
entry in
E
the dungeon guide, and then it will show you some of the story.
aí tá
and
falando
some
que
of
o
the
jogo
text
já
that
tem
different
sistema
bosses
de
can do.
guia de
It
dungeons
also gives you some
escritas,
tips for what you
mostrando
should do against them.
algumas
Yeah.
dicas,
So
skills,
if you ever
loots,
go into
pouco
a
da
new
história da
dungeon, just check the
DG.
monster compendium in advance, so you get a bit of a gist of like what is the recommended item level, what attacks does he have roughly, what strategies should you at least roughly have an idea of, right? Especially for like the harder difficulties, like the leveling or the normal difficulties, they are relatively forgiving.
Okay, I think we can begin, or
Right, we jump in. Okie dokie. So let's see our awesome tank skills from Baldroth, although these
Yeah.
are ranged ads, so
I hate ranged attacks,
yeah, I ran through them, so that's that.
but
Tancar
I
nesse
only
jogo
know
não é
mode,
fácil.
so it should be quite fine.
I mean, that's why we are tanking in normal mode, right? Because
Yeah.
the normal mode, you can theoretically also run
E
through
já
with,
estamos vendo aí que o tanque é meio
regular
meia
NPCs,
boca, né? Não tá
with
pegando
damage
todos
dealers.
os mobs, tá pegando só um mob ali, acha que é
with a full
DPS.
group of damage dealers is what I meant to say.
Ah, agora ele viu que tem outros mobs. Nossa, vai bater, vai.
Let's see if we have Berserker tank. Let's go, the chat says. Somebody's liking the fluid movements. Yeah, especially from the Berserker. I mean, also the Spearmaster tank actually, but it looks so fluid. It's really nice. Okay, here we go. Wow, that one follows you right away. I think on the boss, I'll switch back to healing view a bit.
E agora nada,
Yeah.
Silvio.
Can you elaborate more on your
Pois
titles?
é, ele escondeu o
So I'm
FPS,
using
tá,
the
cara?
Sharp-Witted Pioneer title in the game, which is the founder's title. So if you later switch back to me as the healer, you will see the Sharp-Witted Pioneer title being applied already. You have titles. No, you have them enabled as well. Does that mob say red beefcake? I mean,
Maybe.
some of the texts are interesting.
That's one way to put it.
What are we going to eat tonight? Wouldn't you like to know?
But
Wouldn't
we
you like to
already
know?
ate, didn't we?
Yeah, but not the rats here in the canalization. I guess they're still hungry.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's the FPS counter?
Well, it's on your screen.
Ah,
but
yeah.
I can activate it,
Yeah.
but it's not much to show anyway because we locked it to 60
Exactly.
FPS.
So we
So-
locked our FPS to 60, since we are also streaming in 60. So it's
Ó a cara do culpado ali, ó, o gordinho.
Yeah, I'm
So,
just
yeah.
O
going to
gordinho
jump in.
escondeu os
Yeah,
FPS.
So
To
this-
wait for my cooldowns.
this is not a high tank skill pro.
Aí, caiu pra 62,
gameplay.
Takashi.
We're
Caiu
just
pra
gonna go
62,
through
hein?
this dungeon
Eita,
as,
Takashi, caiu pra
your
62, hein,
regular
cara?
moves, I would
Injogável,
Yeah,
Takashi.
not even that.
Porra.
I mean, especially this run. Later, when we switch to
Caralho,
damage
Takashi.
dealing roles,
Puta que
you'll have a
pariu,
tank
cara.
in the group that will
Aí,
actually
ó,
be
tá caindo pra 62,
tanking correctly
cara.
with the Spearmaster, showing you the
Meu
pulling
Deus
skills,
do
etc. So
céu.
you can see all of the correct roles.
Ah, vou ter que
We'll
pedir
have a
reembolso,
Reaper
velho.
healer, going
Na
through the
moral.
motions to like keep the group alive, especially during the hard
Ó,
mode that
pra
we
meia...
run
Meu
later.
irmão,
Can be a challenge.
inconcebível. É inconcebível
And,
um MMORPG hoje em
Yeah,
dia
in the normal
lançar
mode, there's
caindo
not too
pra
much to
61
heal, so
frames por
Me
segundo.
playing a healer right now is not
Não
the
acredito
most
no negócio
interesting
desse não,
either,
Takashi.
to be quite
Puta que
frank.
pariu.
But we still wanted to
Estou
show
muito
both roles a bit.
revoltado.
And then switch to, oh, there we go. Let's have some AoE healing applied here. And then let's put down the field. So we have a couple of more heals going out here. Keeping the group alive, right?
Yeah, that's
Healer
your
is the
job.
most
Pô,
important,
Nihara,
right?
mas tá melhor
But in
que
the
o Helion,
normal
né?
mode,
Porque eu
it's
só
not
vi
as
nego
critical
rodando o
is what I
Helion
meant
num
to
talo
say,
com
right?
uma
So
placa de
this
vídeo
is
de
normal mode where you
20 mil
can-
reais.
You can just add an NPC healer and theoretically run through with only DDs, damage dealers. It
Yeah.
will
Obrigado
work
pelo
in the normal
host,
mode.
That's
Lucas
also what we
Legend.
mostly did
Valeu.
in the,
Play sessions, yeah.
Play sessions.
Vamos
Like for
assistir
normal mode, it's
juntos
perfectly fine.
a
For hard mode,
Dungeon
you might
no
want to
Swords
use a
of
tank.
Legends
Definitely need a
Online,
tank and a healer.
que já
Hard mode, there's no
começou
chance. Not if you have the
sendo
recommended gear at least.
uma grande decepção, né,
Well, actually,
Takashi?
you have the recommended gear for
Uns
the hard mode
frames
right now,
caindo
so
pra 61, cara.
we are a bit overgeared for the
50...
normal mode
Não,
as well.
não, velho. Não. Caiu pra 58, Takashi. Porra, Takashi.
Maybe during the boss I
Alright.
can actually switch to the healer view.
Yeah,
There you go.
sure.
So I just put a few healing stacks on our tank. Oh no, it's not even the tank.
Será que o
it's
tanque vai
Sparky.
segurar bem
He
esse
should be
agro,
tanking,
hein?
but he's still tanking. I got that.
Yeah, he probably has like super plus equipment again. Like
Yeah,
we
he's
are all
maximum
on the
prepared.
same item level, but he always pluses and puts all the stuff in. So I need to shout a bit
Yeah.
more. Like I need to actually.
Quando foi que ele mudou a tela pra
Look
o
what
do
I'm
Summoner? Eu não lembro.
Let me just
Summoner
you get,
Healing.
like the healer or like whoever is furthest away from the boss here.
Ele
always
conectou
gets these
dois
these
computadores
fields
no
that
mesmo
gets to put
OBS.
down. Let me heal myself. Let me put the healing fairy. So the summoner
Ah,
has a healing fairy.
O cara
that
tá
you
com
can
dois
put- that you can
computadores
target on a
conectados no
specific
mesmo
player
OBS,
and
Takashi.
shoot it.
Porra,
Heal them.
aí...
Yeah, there you go.
Justificável cair pra
Luke is
58
going
frames, né
onto
não?
Berserk tank.
Justificável, é
So
justificável.
my healing fairy now automatically heals the the tank a bit, while I can focus on healing the group or whatever. Let's see, did I get any kind of loot? PvE Sealstone. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's enchantment material.
Oh,
basically.
loot.
Yes.
Loot.
So we already brought this up in a different stream, but enchanting in Swords of Legends Online
Já
is
matou.
100%
Primeiro
successful.
boss, né?
So there's no RNG involved in enchantment. Every time you have the materials to enchant an item, you will succeed 100% on enchanting that
Mas
item.
bardo é caster, né, Nika,
So
Bigo?
that's,
É lógico que é
really
parado.
important to mention.
Olha, Vila.
Can you show the healing meta? I don't believe that
Healing
our
meta.
play session right now is ideal to show you any kind of meta.
Mita?
Yeah.
So,
So even when we play the classes that we actually
Yeah.
are experienced in, which are going to be some of the
Obrigado pelo
DPS
follow,
classes,
Twitch.
it will we will be able to play and finish the dungeon, but it won't be the extreme meta.
I mean-
Well, maybe not the hard
yeah,
mode.
yeah, yeah. So in the hard mode,
Caiu
we'll
pra
go over this
48,
later
não
in
vi
more
não, tá
detail.
perto.
But if you,
Eu
the hard modes
parei com
usually
a
have like an
piada do
additional boss
FPS.
in comparison. Oh,
E tava olhando a luta.
an additional boss in comparison to the. The
Cara,
hard modes
no
have an additional
alpha
boss
eu não
in
senti
comparison
nenhuma
to the
queda
normal
pra
modes,
baixo de
which you unlock.
30 FPS, não. No alpha, no
Kill, I think.
Taiwan,
I'm not sure if
cara.
it's always killing all the.
Eu tô achando que o
boss,
problema
the
do Taiwan
monsters
é
on
o
the
mapa do
So it's a boss
deserto,
that
que é
the
muito
normal mode doesn't
grande e
have, and during our
pesado.
play sessions we did not manage to kill the additional boss because
Yep.
it has a higher difficulty and higher item level that it's balanced for. So maybe we can do it today. Maybe we'll just wipe again. We'll stay tuned. Darky is playing the Spearmaster
Yeah,
class.
Spearmaster.
Spear
I
Master.
mean, he's definitely the best experienced
Yeah, in the Spearmaster.
DPS player that we have.
Let's go down here.
Probably not only limited to the Spearmaster.
Hello.
A melhor cura single target é do
Hello.
Reaper, NK. O Summoner é meio termo e o Bardo ele funciona melhor como off-healer em raid.
So
Não
loot is
funciona muito bem
basically
como healer, não.
everybody
Porque o
gets
Bardo tem pouca
personal
cura,
loot.
mas tem muito
So if you
shield,
open a
entendeu?
treasure chest as we have just shown on the first boss, you get loot that is dropping for everybody. So everybody gets their loot dropped, so that nobody needs to roll against each other.
Se você tá procurando o
But depending
healer
on the
mais
dungeon
clássico, é o
difficulty, you
Summoner.
only have
O
a
Summoner.
certain amount
É
of
aquele
times
healer que
within a week
taca
that you can
a
get
área
loot.
no chão e cura
So you
todo
can
mundo,
always
tá ligado?
enter the dungeons without any limits, but you
Um
don't
cajadozinho na
always
mão.
get loot if your loot timer is still running, right?
Ai, mano.
There's no ninja looting in dungeons specifically, and you
Não
can
tem,
also
você
through
acabou de
the,
escutar o que ele falou, certo?
team
Não tem
settings,
luto pra
while they're
ninja.
fighting the mini boss. I can show you the team settings because I'm a healer and my fairy
Posso
is
fazer
healer.
nada, não tem luto pra
In the
ninja.
team settings, you can say, okay, item collection level, the various rarities, how they are allocated. Is it
A tela deles é
as needed? Is it
escura,
via the
não
team
tem
leader? If
como
it's
mudar aqui o tema
individual?
pra branco.
So you have a lot of different settings that you can
Dá uma
set for yourself,
iluminação
or even
melhor
like the
pra vocês
these
verem minha
settings
cara
are
bonita.
done through the party leader, which I'm not, so I cannot set them. But yeah. Do titles give extra stats? No, that's not a thing that I know of, at least. I say no, so
No.
definitely, but I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, in this dungeon it's also important in all of those levels are mechanisms.
O NA vai rodar muito melhor que o
below,
Taiwan,
but
porque o
the first
Taiwan
time
tá
we
no
went
mapa
in a
do
play
deserto,
session,
aquele mapa do
and
deserto ele é
probably
muito
even second
pesado.
time we forgot and needed to run around
Ele é o
again.
maior
Oh,
mapa
Jesus,
já
I'm looking at what
lançado
you are telling, and I
pelo
forgot to
jogo,
be
tá
honest.
ligado?
You're
Muita
looking at what
partícula com muita coisa.
Darling,
Well,
can you see sounds?
I'm showcasing the pulling all my cooldowns.
Putão.
Okay, we survived. But yeah, you have these mechanisms here, one in each room and one before the boss, and
Tem
you need
que
to
apertar isso daí pra poder abrir o boss.
use them all to
Eu
enable
fiz
the
essa
door to the first
dungeon
boss.
ontem no Taiwan.
Nobody, don't press F. We survived. I pressed all of the cooldowns and we made it. Well, I think I had like 2 skills left. But yeah. There's no reset scrolls in the mall. No, there's no reset scrolls point. Oh, get a little cutscene.
Cutscene.
修为不弱，
修为不就
真是上好的试剑材料。
是上pacote da dublagem do
Patmos
mano.
gives everyone a treat if anyone dies. Nah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
So
Pô,
this is the boss where we
essa
need
bosta
to
é uma
jump, like-
mecânica que ela deixa a arena toda
Alright,
azul.
so
Você tem que
let's
começar
spoil
a
the
pular.
mechanic. This boss will have a mechanic
I'm
that...
just reminding myself,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
know.
The very first time when you played this and it was like not translated yet, I believe. We died a couple of times, yeah. But yeah, this boss has like at some point it does an ice AoE that is ongoing for like I would say half a minute
Ele tá
roundabout.
falando da mecânica.
And you need to
que
jump
tem que
every
pular.
couple of stacks that you get, else you insta die. So. Is the reward limit per character or per count? It's per character, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, here you can see there's a message that you saw. You didn't see on my screen, but you saw on Baldi's screen.
Yes, you saw it on my screen. So this is the guide module. We will show it more in detail later. But, our
Aquele
team leader configured it,
Spearmaster
and
que
so
tá
we will get some
batendo o Dark.
hints on
Ele
the
tá
screen
com
that
o
tell us
equipamento
basically
full
what we need to do
PVE
or
da Dungeon Hard.
is happening.
Aquilo ali não, aquele
figure out
DPS
ourselves
ali não é
what we need to
DPS de
do.
pessoa que tá em level 45 não, que vai pra essa dungeon não.
Customize sound effects.
Ele tá
through
com
that
over
system,
DPS.
etc.
O
Solve
DPS
formation of the
certo
punishing
é
star.
daquele
So
langostinho ali, ó.
Oh, see?
Aquele
Now you have
DPS é o
the-
DPS de uma
Oh, he
pessoa
really did a
que
good
tá
guide
com
already,
level
because it tells you all the
45.
time that you get ice damage and
O
you can be
Dark tá
prepared to jump.
full 60.
So yeah, this is the thing where you get stacks, and if you don't jump, you basically die. If you get, I think 8 stacks it was, something like that. Okay, let's heal our tank a bit here. There, a bit more heal for him.
Essa DG nem é de game não, Legacy. Essa é a
He's
primeira
randomly
DG
surfing anyway, so
do level máximo.
Easy. Guess you won't die then. Oh, you're getting a lot of damage though. Holy moly.
yeah.
Let's keep those up a bit, and let's trigger this one. Heal.
É. Como ela tá se mexendo muito, ou seja, o tanque
Alright.
não tá conseguindo segurar bem o agro,
I checked the chat a
o,
bit while
o
we do
DPS
this
do
without
Spearmaster desceu
damaging.
1k.
Oh god, the alert. Oh, they hear the sound. Yeah, the sound is too low on our end. Yeah, I'm not sure that I hear the sound. I don't want to put it too loud.
Ah, mudou a tela pro tanque, né?
But yeah, the sounds are customized. Oof. The sounds are customizable, so
O treta
there we go. It's again
100%,
ice injury. Ice injury. Can you turn off the guide? Can you, as a group player, select to say, hey, I
Ela tá
don't
se
want to hear
mexendo,
this?
então tá sendo.
I don't know. I don't think
That's
so.
something to-
It's maybe a checkbox somewhere
Yeah,
to at least
we-
control it a bit.
we can confirm this. Is this beta or alpha? So this is not the client the alpha content creators had, since they had a... So in our current version we have like a big Loka update since then. We had some user interface changes, etc. So it's no longer the alpha client. I would still call it a pre-beta client, because this is still without voiceovers. So those are still work in progress.
Muito
the first
provavelmente
patch
eles
to be
estão
included.
esperando
So
a
it's an in-between
dublagem
thing. I would call it like
ser
an after
enviada
alpha
para
or a
poder dar a
pre-beta
data do close
client,
beta.
I would say.
I think they don't even care about the loot.
Eu acho que eles querem que o
What do you
close
mean? I
beta
care
seja
about
Yeah, you did,
com
but
as
they
vozes em
just stood
inglês.
there.
Let's see.
Aí estão esperando,
but-
deve estar dando treta
basically
nisso.
what you get in these dungeons is these boxes. Oh yeah, good call.
Maybe I
Good call. Just switch to my screen. Thanks.
Ah.
So you get these
Quando
noble
termina um
boxes as
ADG,
drops, which are
em um nível
basically,
normal, você ganha uma...
telling you, hey,
Todo
reach the
mundo
level of
ganha uma
student, which is the
caixa,
max level.
que é
And
a
keep
caixa que
owning
dá o
your
level
PvE skills
50
to
no
receive
modo
this reward,
normal.
basically through
Não
dungeon
é
drops. And if you
mid
open them,
grid
you
pass.
get a
Você ganha
item
a sua
quality
recompensa
level
garantida.
50 item fitting to your class. So basically you always get loot that is also working for your class. You can open the second one. So I got shoes and a belt.
Eles estão fazendo a
As you
dungeon
can
de
see, I
5
already have
pessoas,
full
sim.
level 50 gear,
Tá.
so it didn't really give me an upgrade, although gear can drop with a plus Oh, wow. Yeah. So Baldi kind of invited me to ride on him.
Yeah.
Which
Just leaving that there, because I didn't show it between the bosses, but Zerg can transform into a wolf, and because it's fun, he can also invite someone to ride on his back.
you could have done this to me, and I could have not walked.
Yeah, that's true.
Why didn't wasted potential?
Wasted potential.
All right.
So,
I didn't have the DPS meter on.
oh,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, we can still show it.
yeah, you can explain it a bit now.
Yes. You can drive us to the next. No, it's different
No.
characters. Never
Yeah.
mind. All right. So what I forgot to activate before the fight, but you'll see it in the coming fights. There's also built-in DPS meter functionality, combat stats, and then you can activate up to 3 combat stat windows, as well as a threat meter.
Basicamente, ele tá falando
Basically,
que você pode
You can see,
colocar.
hey, okay, which fight do I want to view? So I say Li Xiaotang, which was the boss right now. And then decide, do I want to see the damage meter, for example? Okay, so I can see Darky, he has very well
the DPS.
optimized gear, so he
No,
did the
so-
most damage on his Berserker.
Não tem need grid
And
baseado em
Baldi
gold
as
que
a
nem Belençou,
Berserker
não.
tank did the least amount of damage, and I as a healer, since I never even tried to attack, have 0 damage, right? At the same time, you can also say, okay, I don't want to see damage, I want to see healing done. Then you can see, obviously, since I was the healer, I dealt the most damage. I healed our team the most. Or you can say, all right, I want to see who got most damage, who received the most damage from the boss. And obviously that was our tank. No surprises there. But you can also see who needed most healing, which
So
should be
I
the same.
actually did some of the tanking.
Yeah.
So-
You received most of the damage, so that worked out
Pois
well.
é.
But you can also see who
Você pode
smashed most,
simplesmente
of the enemy's
apertar
golden
ali
shell,
em Gears
who interrupted
Received
the enemy
e
most
ver qual
often.
foi o
It was
DPS
Dark
que
and
mais
Lancaster on
pisou
interrupt duty.
That is
nos
a bit,
daninhos em área desnecessária.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Like one and
Chegar
But
pro
it's
cara e
normal
falar
mode.
assim, meu
Okay.
In the hard
amigo,
mode,
você tancou dano,
keep an eye on that. I'll
você é
also add this for the hard
DPS.
mode. Who had fatal injuries? Nobody died, so nobody. Number of skills used. Wow, I didn't heal that much. I mean, I didn't need to heal that much. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. Let's put it that way.
Only when you did other stuff. Then we needed it.
Yeah, I needed to press a lot of buttons all of a sudden. And percentage of effects, I'm not. That's your own. So you can also look at your own performance. Which skills did you? What? No, this is. I'm confused. That is both what you got and what you applied. Yeah. But I didn't want to see this number of skills. This is what I want to see. So which skill did I use most during this specific fight?
Healing light much?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need to stack it 3 times because it's a dot and you know?
Okay, yeah.
Makes sense. Anyway, let's move on to the next character. Maybe stick on my cam
Okay.
for a minute because we have something interesting to show our viewers.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Because we have read your feedback, or we have gotten quite a lot of feedback about this. And this has been followed up with the developer as well, and they agree, why not have 6 character slots? Because until now, like a couple of patches ago, there were only 5 character slots. And with the recent patch, I think it was 1 patch after alpha ended, we upgraded to 6 slots. So keep the feedback coming for things that you find
Tá. Inicialmente a gente só ia ter 5
inconvenient,
espaços
that
de
you don't see
personagem.
the immediate
Agora vai ser 6.
idea behind, and we'll follow up on
Para
that.
cada
If there's a
classe.
specific reason that it needs to be the way it is, then it likely stays that way, unless there's good arguments against it. But if there's like these character slots where you say, yeah, but why would it only be 5? We have 6 classes. There should be 6 slots. So yeah, keep the feedback coming. We'll forward it. Progress is still being done. There's a couple of things that are being discussed internally that you have asked for, but we can't spoil it yet because
Material em inglês a tradução. TBR
It's
não.
always difficult if it's in
Yeah.
progress, even if we lean one direction.
Yeah.
Soon, if it's not decided, we cannot really tell it.
Exactly. But so there's keep the feedback coming, and we are sure to forward it to the devs, which are very much looking forward to your feedback. All right, let's see. While I'm loading in, I mean, now we can change while I'm loading.
You're not even at a...
No, I didn't know which character I would get there, so I need to come to Shanghai. Can I teleport there? I don't believe so, right?
No, you have to go through Jiangdu.
No, I can.
Oh, you can. Nice.
Sim, você
Direction
pode
port.
teleportar, meu
Let's
filho. Você tem um skill que dá direito a
Let's
você
go, let's go,
teleportar
let's
pra
go.
qualquer mapa com
How
cuidado
many
30
rewards
minutos.
can you get from dungeons?
Seu
So you get
reta.
a reward
O
box per
Dev não sabe
per
jogar o
boss
jogo,
in
rapaz.
that
É
dungeon.
foda, né, velho?
So if you clear every boss, you get a reward box per dungeon. I don't believe it always needs to contain gear. It can also be simply gold. Or cloth, which you need to craft various things. But yeah, every boss has a treasure
Eu
chest.
só, no
and
Alpha eu
the
só
last
fiz
boss can have two
o
treasure
Show
chests
Prison
if you
porque foi o
cleared
que deu pra
all of
fazer.
the,
Eu acho que eles vão fazer todas as 5 dungeons.
If you
Porque
don't clear all the ads
nessa
and just
release
skip
deles
through,
tem
the last
5
boss only has
dungeons
one
pra
box
você
for you.
fazer.
So that's your
Cada
decision,
uma
yeah.
delas tem a dificuldade normal e a dificuldade
So where's our
hard.
tank?
A dificuldade normal
missing
dropa
Darky?
gear
Yeah.
e level
You see the
50
group
e a
owner still?
hard
Yes.
Why is
dropa
he
level
offline?
60.
I know he's not in
He's
the
not
range, right?
offline. He's not here yet.
Let me get invited to the team as well.
O
So this
jogo
is
vai
a
ser
double
buy to play, newbie.
spell
Você
sword,
compra o jogo,
group,
joga sem pagar mais
Reaper
nada.
healer, and Spearmaster tank.
Já vem
and,
pra
summoner
doar. Ele vai
damage
ser que
dealer
nem o
this time. So
GW2.
before I was playing the summoner healer,
Before
now we have
the
summoner DPS on Baldi.
Yep.
Pronto, ele vai jogar de Samuel,
I could
DPS,
also try to show some different
O
ways to play the
Languish
summoner,
vai
but
ser Hyper
personally,
Healer.
the one with the rolling stones,
Yeah, Rolling
I
Stones
like
is
the
the best.
best.
It deals the highest damage, it
So
feels like.
you can basically switch around a bit what you summon with your summoner. One of the options is, of course, the iconic fox
Yeah.
pet. Then the other one I use is basically stationary damage turrets called rolling stones.
Good old Rolling Stones.
There's also a glyph that makes them to beavers. They are quite cute, but still, rolling stones rock.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
O
literally.
New World fez vídeos de dungeon, de uma dungeon nova.
maybe we should point
O
this out.
Sword vai
Baldi did
fazer
a
de 5
great job in.
dungeons
So,
em um
if you haven't seen that, I
mode.
need to switch to my character real quick. So as you can see on this character, there's a hairstyle that I'm wearing on this class. And Baldroff did a great job of 3D printing the same kind of adornment for me to use. So we can actually... I don't want to say roleplay our characters, because that's...
But showcase some of them.
showcase the beauty of the in-game
NA, mano.
fashion also in real life, I guess is the best way to put it.
NA. Vai
And
to
yours
play.
is also from a
E
character.
BR
Yeah,
são
like-
bem-vindos.
I think half of the guards in Cloud Rise wear something like that, like NPCs. But you can also get something like that in the collection or mall
Yeah.
somewhere later.
So yeah, we are a bit in in-game fashion mode today. Alright, so this is Raging River Ruins, the second dungeon we are going to show today. This time we are both on damage dealers. We are on the normal mode. This is normal. The last dungeon we'll show after this is going to be the hard mode. So it's gonna be a bit more... oh wait, I'm on damage dealing this time. I should actually do something. It's not that easy playing and talking, just I have you know.
Yeah.
Was easy on heal, but hey, we do what we
Okay,
can.
where
right?
you didn't need to press that many
Yeah,
buttons, I
exactly.
guess.
That's exactly my point. It's fine. It's oh, I wanted to show the DPS meter as well, right? This time, so we have. You can see Baldion plays 1 because
Rolling Stones mostly.
Rolling Stones OP. We have current damage, we have healing done, there you have Langustina, and then we go. I'm not actually, let me switch to yours while I'm doing random stuff here.
Why are you doing random stuff?
I'm setting up my DPS meter, okay?
Oh, okay. That's what I always say when I make no damage.
Wow! The burns! The burns, okay, let's go back, I guess. Alright. Yeah, we are normal mode and we'll later show a hard mode dungeon. after this run, well, with this run, we are going to explain the Captain's Assistant mode a bit, and then the dungeon afterwards, we are going to showcase the
Chinozinho, live de Blaze hoje à noite.
showcase the
Talvez sim.
hard mode.
Talvez eu faça uma live bem rapidinho, só
Nice
pra
pull from Darky there.
dizer
Yep.
que Blaze Unleashed é melhor que Helion,
Let's get
depois
some
vazar.
swords and let's do some more of this, and then again more of this.
More of that.
Yeah, all of the swords in there. Oh, I want to use this before. Damn, I messed up my arrow. No, it's the way it is.
O Dark
Okay, don't take this as
joga
perfect
bem
gameplay,
melhor
because
que o
it's
outro,
not
cara.
perfect gameplay. Although I can do the spell sword better than the Spearmaster or the Berserker, let's be honest.
How good is your bard?
Oh, my bard is better than my spell sword, I think. But bard is the bard is gonna be the one I play in hard mode. Yeah.
I mean, I saw in our internal play session that you also made a bit more damage on the summoner.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, well, my summoner is also really good, but the summoner DPS is
but
also...
yeah, it was already early on that we both decided we want to play summoner basically.
Yeah, summoner is really fun in DPS. I like it. Well, even in heal, it's okay
Yeah,
to play.
in general, I like the ranged DPS classes, but that's of course preference. The melee DPS are also nice to play, but
I mean, Darky loves his Spearmaster in DPS. So, yeah, for sure. Let's put a sword on
For
there.
sure.
Something. Stand
Gelado.
Alright, do I have my interrupt here as it should be? Probably getting flamed a lot for my rotation right now. But hey,
what is a rotation?
talking and playing is not that easy. That's my excuse today.
One last one. Die!
Okay, so we had the
Oh
first
boy.
boss, Yin Beast Hellhound. Will there be a UK-based server? So we'll have a server based in Germany, so that's the closest one for UK,
Yeah.
and one in the east coast of North America, so the US. Can you turn off camera shake? I mean, I believe there was an option. Let me see.
And they started without you.
Na segunda tava, na segunda, isso
have a
aí,
look.
desce, desce,
I'm
desce,
just
desce,
AFKing in dungeon. That's
desce,
the way it
desce,
goes.
desce. Aí, achou, aí,
Activate
aí,
combat.
aí,
Ah,
aí,
there.
aí, aí,
Activate
ó.
camera shake and frame
Zoom
effects
in.
on hit. Let's remove that. Activate camera when swords. I don't know what that means. Let's put it away. Now let's see if that's.
Cadê o DPS?
So I
Eles
believe that
tiraram o maior DPS do... Ah,
yes,
não,
you
tá
can remove that.
healer, velho. Ah, não, tá ali o DPS. Valdemiri.
Well, it even has the intensity, but no, I
Tá
just
dando
removed it outright.
1.6k. Ah, ele tá
Put
com,
this in.
tá com guia normal.
No, I wanted that. Okay, let's put a couple of these. More of that. Let's use this.
Né, que eu...
Oof, my damage is not that great today.
Well, you were AFK for a bit.
A
That's a good
interface é 100% customizada.
Wonder why you didn't use it.
Gelado.
I didn't think that far anymore. I was like, oof, I'm doing something wrong.
Esse jogo tem
But yeah,
progressão,
it was
só
standing
fazer
AFK at
PVP.
the beginning,
Só fazendo
obviously.
PVP. Se você só fizer PVP, você vai progredir somente a sua gear de PVP, Rodrigo. A gear de PVP é separada da gear de PVE. Fazendo PVP, você consegue materiais e equipamentos para pegar gear de PVP. Fazendo PVE, Dungeons and Raids, você consegue materiais e equipamentos de PVE, entendeu? Agora, eu vou fazer PVP para fazer PVE. Aí não.
Oh, the
Aí
other
você
sword mage is
tá
actually playing.
metendo
Spell
louco.
sword is actually playing in.
Yeah, she always plays in
Melee.
melee mode.
Yes.
So we have different kinds of spell sword in our
Exactly.
group.
Cara, assim, até dá. Se você tem uma guia de PVP estupidamente poderosa, você vai utilizar ela para startar o seu PVE. Mas
Only a slow.
você pode pular 2 níveis de guia de PVE usando a guia de
Yeah, so
PVP,
that was the first
mas
boss
uma
already.
hora você vai ter que
Again, we
trocar.
are normal mode, so and we are running with the normal mode gear, the normal mode dungeon, so we are a bit stronger than we should be
Yeah,
for it.
over-equipped a bit.
Right.
FPS tá
Back to
meio
yourself.
bosta.
Yes. Good, good, good. Can show a bit of summoner gameplay as well, with all the Rolling Stone turrets doing what they do
Summoner
best.
gameplay
do
as
best.
well.
Are they still fighting? No. Okay.
Waiting for our tank.
Ah, é
or-
o balde
Why did the healer died? When?
de healer.
I didn't pay attention.
O alpha já acabou já, Alex.
That's awkward. I mean, this is normal. He shouldn't die.
Quem que tá mandando aquela magiazinha ali
Maybe
da
stood
puta
it.
que
Oh
pariu?
no, it was the stand together puddle, and I guess we didn't stand together. So it's not his fault actually. It's
So we didn't look
yeah,
at
it
our
was
screen.
it was an AOE effect where basically a couple of
it's
people
sad.
should be standing together. And
So
I actually saw it
damage,
and I ran out of
bitch.
it. That's yeah. That
Oh,
was
no,
nice of
machine.
me. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Lulux, vale a pena investir no
okay, we
game?
survived.
Depende mais de você do que de mim, meu amigo.
Always running for the loot first.
Pra mim,
That's a
vale
good
a
excuse. Let's go
pena,
with
mas
that one.
para
I did it for the
você
loot.
é uma incógnita. Iron SW não, cara, não tem data não. Eu acho que eles estão... Eu acho que eles estão dependendo de coisas que ainda não foi entregue porque teve uma certa...
They were
Yeah.
casting something. Yeah.
um
So,
certo
if you see a
atraso, que é a
taskbar, you can
dublagem,
really look
pacote de negócio.
If you
Deve ser
notice
tudo
it and
mais
are not focused
baseado
on
em
your
tradução
skill bar too
mesmo.
much.
Yeah. Like sometimes you see the enemies casting and then you.
O cara
every class
colocou
has
a
an interrupt
cura
in the
no
damage
pé de
dealing
todo
roll.
mundo, menos no pé do
If you use an
tanque.
interrupt,
Esse aí
you
sabe
stop the
curar.
cast, obviously.
Esse
But you
é
also,
healer
for
raiz.
bosses specifically, it's very useful. Enemies have like a shield. It's called Golden Shell, I believe, or Golden Shield, whatever. Where if you interrupt the boss, he loses some of that shield. If you
He loses some of that
through attacking
shield.
him, you definitely also make him lose some of the shield. And once, you can see he has ramming. I don't know where my interrupt is. It should be on 4? No. This is the class where I don't have it on 4.
Mine is always on R.
Yeah, true. I have it on R as well, right? Lightning lock should be the interrupt. So
Olha o dano em área
this
do
is my finishing
Simona,
move.
boy.
So, some of the mobs have a gold armor, and you break it with your skills or especially interrupts. And once it is broken, you can use your finishing skill. It will play an animation and make quite some damage.
yes, looks fancy and it deals a lot of damage.
So no, this is not Unreal Engine 3. This is, believe it's called Vision Engine with
Yeah.
Havoc for physics. But at least in China, an upgrade to Unreal 4 is planned.
Yeah, Unreal
So-
4. Yeah, Unreal
Unreal
4.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so somewhere down in the
Yeah,
road. in the
there's
future.
no timeline for that yet.
So currently Havoc Vision Engine. Vision Engine Havoc.
又来一个，我神，与
All
我
right,
心，
next boss.
都已敬奉给荒神。
Okay, so this boss will summon some creatures from time to time. That's also
我神
useful.
与我心， 都已
As you
敬
can
奉
see,
给
like
荒神
ads。will be summoned, which obviously have to be dealt with. Although I'm not sure they are too big a threat in the normal mode, but you know, should still deal
荒
with it.
神的赐福会让我更加强大。
What am I doing? Oof. Some more swords on the boss. It's again Dark Elite Dungeon Guide module, giving us some
Hints.
warnings. Yeah.
荒神的赐福会让我更加强大。
And he's speaking a bit of Chinese there, so we're
What?
still looking into that.
Yeah.
It's still an early version, but of course we are
荒神的赐福会让我更加强
on
大。
all of those.
I mean, we got rid of almost all of the Chinese, but you'll see a couple. Interrupt. Why didn't it?
荒神的赐福
No, it did
会
not
让我
work.
更加
I'm
强
not sure
大
why。not. But yeah, you will still see like a couple of Chinese occurrences here and there, but like there's almost all gone.
Yeah. And for
皇神的
beta
赐
even more
福
of them
会让
should
我
be
更
gone
加强大。
Yeah,
because we're still improving on it.
we are tackling new things every day. As you mentioned before, like the feedback for character slots is also something we've got and has been implemented. So any kind of feedback, any kind of bugs, any kind of issues that we can find, get forwarded quickly, and then ultimate skill. Let's go. Whoosh.
Okay, then I will also press mine.
Oh, well, I disabled the animation via the options as well.
Oh.
I did not only disable screen shake, I also disabled animation. That makes me very sad. Yeah, I re-enabled that. Because the ultimate skills, they just feel so powerful.
A engine
Yeah.
do Sword of
Sometimes I
Legends Online
think
se
it's a
chama
bit of
Vision.
wasted.
Vision
Yeah.
Game Engine.
But I still like it.
Mas é uma versão 100% customizada por eles, velho. Não é a pura, não. Valeu, LT.
Trying to see a bit in the chat, but there's a lot of stuff going on. We'll be able to
Rafael
to keep the
Dantas, se você
Chinese,
curtir o estilo do
budget.
jogo, cara, com
So that is
certeza
something that we
vai.
are also looking into. It hasn't been planned for launch,
Júnior
so we can't
Teles
make
não
any
teve coragem de
promises on that
comprar
regard.
ainda, o New World tá aí,
But
né?
it's a topic that is
Cara, se suas
yeah,
opções
like
são
many
New World,
people
New
mentioned
World
it.
e Sword of
After our
Legends
first
Online,
stream,
Yeah.
it was like one of the most mentioned things.
yeah.
So we're
que
definitely
não
putting
existe
the topic on the
dúvidas
table,
quanto
but
à
we can't
escolha,
promise
né?
anything, and it's not currently planned for launch, but we will see.
The devs are informed, they are interested in that option as well, so we'll see if we can make it happen and by when. So I hope
Não
that
tem
answered
data
the
pro
question,
close de
as in,
beta não,
if we
Velo.
can make it happen, we would like to. Oh, I forgot the buff. All the damage.
Caralho, no lançamento fazer as 5 dungeons diariamente vai tomar um tempo massa, viu, velho?
We're fighting for place 1 here.
Yeah, well, I've been knocked down and I did a couple of oopsies, so I
Yeah,
guess you're gonna
15
take the
fogo.
crown anyway. But it's the way
Ah.
it is. Or did you also do some oopsies?
I always do oopsies. What is the
O
rotation? I
balanceamento
asked
das
you
classes é
earlier.
bom, Rodrigo, mas tem
Uau.
classes que funcionam melhor no PVP do que outras, né? Por uma questão de kit de
Oh,
skills.
is he on the ground? Yes, he is. Ultimate! Bam! Yeah, so that was my enemy moves.
Yeah,
If
it's
anyone
always
asks,
better if someone tells me that the gold armor is broken, because I usually don't notice.
Yeah, I
So-
wasn't 100% sure, but ooh, there's the hands. Pay attention. Yeah, this one is a.
Yeah, they can knock you back and even...
I got knocked back from all the way down to all the way up. Jesus, no, I got caught because I was talking. No, well, it will happen to me now. I'm gonna get knocked up. Oh, no, I could dodge. Okay,
Knocked
'cause-
up again.
Knocked back. Stop it.
You started it.
Oh no.
O que
But yeah,
vai ter de
once you're in the
BR
grasp
indo
of
pra
the
baixo e
hands,
voltando por
it
causa
can be
dessas
that they
mãozinhas
knock you all the
aí.
way back up.
Sabe como é que é BR, né?
The upstairs. Hair washing stream with Patmos. So I've heard that maybe during the beta, Kano wants to do a special ASMR session, as everybody has been asking for it.
I
And
wonder
it's-
how that happened.
O beta
Everybody
dublagem
asked
na
for it.
Steam é hoje,
No, it's,
Rafael.
it has been a frequently asked question by the community, and you know why shouldn't he? With like a
Why
soft
shouldn't he?
voice. We'll see how that. If we can make some alternative content, let's put it that way, for you guys at some point. Oh, I'm standing in some puddles and my screen is getting darker.
Yeah, the purple puddles.
You too.
Bad.
Housing stream when? Actually, we are currently planning on booking Celes for all day, every day during our beta streams.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
I
so-
will also be there for a bit.
Yes.
but of course, Celes is the
Main.
master of housing.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for the beta streams because we are going to be active during the beta on a couple of days to play with you, to level a bit, to go into PvP rounds with you.
To get killed by you.
To get stream sniped for sure. So yes, stay tuned for that because we are very much looking forward to doing this PvP kind of content with and against you on our live servers during the beta. So definitely look forward to that.
Ele
Just
falou
had the
beta no lugar de
usual
beta.
Being in the dungeon with a Reaper moment. There's a
Será
purple
que o
puddle
povo zoou
beneath
tanto
me.
que
I
ele
need to dodge
começou a
out.
ficar
Oh, it's
traumatizando?
actually healing me.
Yeah. That's a bit confusing with
Eu vou ver
Reaper.
se eu jogo hoje em live o Blaze Unleashed Jr.
Can you show us all the finisher skills?
Capim Supremo, o jogo
unfortunately, we
é
only have the
action,
camera on two
mas
of
ele
our
tem
characters,
target
so
lock
you got to
on.
see the summoner and the spell sword
Capim.
range
Maybe the
one.
bard later?
I'll definitely show the bard later. But for the others, with our current group setup, we won't be able to show those right now.
Baixo. Gostei, né? Pelo menos aqui.
I can forget my AoE field.
Ah, he switched to red puddles again. That's better.
Very nice.
Vou abrir mais tarde pra ir to Libra. Tem que trabalhar.
Alright.
Tem que dar um rushão nos trabalhos que eu tô sem dinheiro. Vocês não me dão dinheiro, aí eu tenho que trabalhar pra ganhar dinheiro, entendeu? Porque esse negócio de stream é ganhar dinheiro de quem tá assistindo, né? Pelo menos me contaram que era assim.
What accent is this?
What accent is this?
Probably German.
Of whom? Of
For me.
Him?
Also mostly German for you.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Linguagem.
Well, when the sound was off, he started talking French.
Yeah, we had to test the microphone, right? So I was talking with him in French, but he didn't want to answer me. So that was kind of disappointing. And then they told us the microphone was still off, so nobody ever heard it. Sad life.
Hellboys.
Alright. Rune Guardians, one knee.
DPS tá padrão.
This, and let's put that one on. So this one is a bit of a bullet hell kind of boss. I'm just waiting a bit until I have my AoE up. Oh, he's charging. Lion's charge. Oh, he put a nice animation for that. That's cool.
Meu Zerquinho tava dando 2k.
Lion's roar. Roar of the Stone Lion. Is that the AoE?
Eita porra.
Yeah, AoE bullets will start soon. There we go. This one is dodge all the bullets and don't get pounced at the same time, I guess. Is the best way to put it here.
Rafael, Blaze Unleashed na
As you can see,
Steam,
his
cara.
golden
PC.
body will be over soon. So we can deal a lot of damage very soon. Well, we can use our ultimate skills. And I go into my anime pose again.
Anime pose.
Well, you have to do a
DPS que
fancy
desvia de
animation if he
mecânica é um
doesn't. Now he's
DPS
down.
diferenciado, né? Não cabeção cedo.
Ultimate skill! Whoosh! Bam!
Isso é
There you
roleplay
go.
mesmo.
Maximum damage. Because it's such a strong attack, you know, you have to feel it.
Oh,
Agora o DPS dele é muito
Feels even
baixo,
more
velho.
damage if you feel it, I
I
feel
will
like.
feel it in the hard mode.
We'll all feel it in the hard mode.
Foreshadowing.
Yes. Lion's charge, let's get out of the way.
Que usa, eu não joguei a dificuldade hard mode dessas DGs no alpha não,
Gather all
cara.
our swords and put them back on the enemy. There we go, again. And he's down.
And
And
I'm
he's
even
down.
second in the healing graph.
Wow.
Eles vão fazer uma hard mode aí.
Yeah, I didn't use my healing space. I think I can put a field. Is it healing? I'm not 100%.
Rafael
I need to put it
Lezaco,
to
só não
get
vou
my
jogar o
stones again
Sword porque o preço
faster.
tá muito fora da nossa realidade.
Yep.
Ah,
And I got
nada,
another
cara.
PvE box, but since I have the gear ready.
O brasileiro médio ali gasta no mínimo 200 conto por
Good, much
semana em
into it.
festinha, em cachaça.
So-
Right.
We wanted to talk a bit about
Yes.
the captain's assistant.
Let's go.
So every now and then you already saw popping up on the stream the
The animation
notifications like boss does this skill, there's a funny emoticon in there,
and sound that we
And
don't hear,
sound.
but you do, I think.
so let me move some of those windows. So
Right.
basically, if you're the team leader after a dungeon, or you need to turn this on, I guess, you will get a timeline of events in the captain's assistant. And then you get the bosses with each of their skills that you can put into the captain's assistant. So since I didn't have that on right now, I will show it again shortly after the next dungeon. But basically what you can say here for this skill, show a notification, make this sound, put an emoji, put it to my team members or only to me. Should it
Caralho,
happen
velho,
before the
tem
event, after the
addon do
event.
próprio
You can also
jogo
schedule it
de
by HP or
você
by a
tocar
different time,
ações
and then it will pop up
quando
nice emoticon.
o
And
boss
the sound.
fazer skills.
that you all hear now. So, and the really cool stuff about this is, because I did not make this right now, but Darky did it, you can export it and import it from your friend.
So
Ah,
one friend can prepare
Porra.
it, and you can just
O
ask him,
jogo
hey, I
realmente
run
tem
with the other
tudo, né,
group this
véi?
time. Can you maybe share it with me? Because if your friend is the group lead, he can just put it in for the whole group, right? If it's configured that way.
Isso
but if
aí
you
eu
go
não
somewhere
sabia,
solo, you
véi.
can export it. And you can give it as a...
Caralho.
Is it as a file, right?
It is a file, yes.
So you can just send him a file, and then it's you import it through the menu as well. So it's a really cool functionality to look into. So there's so many features in this game that we haven't even touched on yet, but that is one more new feature that we wanted to show today. All right,
Ah,
but I think
Rafael,
that's the time to move into our hard mode, right?
Yes.
mas pra isso que
Which
existe
was
os
Nightmare Temple of
betas
Mercy.
Nightmare Temple of
grátis
Mercy.
Nightmare Temple
in
of
e pegar a
Chang'an.
chavezinha.
Right, now we move into our second city.
Mas
so we have
isso daí,
Cloudrise,
Rafael, me lembra uma
which is the
coisa,
main
cara. Isso aí me
hub,
lembra
I guess, that you
Cyberpunk
can see on the screen right now.
2077, Rafael.
Then we have
O cara
Chang'an,
chegava lá,
District of Chang'an,
comprava o
which is
jogo, jogava 100 horas no jogo
I'm not sure how to put it.
e
It's the second
pedia
city you'll see
reembolso,
through
cara,
the
porque não
story
gostou do
progression.
jogo, porque achou o jogo lixo, porque a
go there.
otimização não
Let's
estava
teleport
boa,
to
o
the
jogo
District
estava
of Chang'an.
incompleto, tá ligado?
And yes, I'm
Isso me
playing
lembra
Bard
isso
now.
daí, cara. O brasileiro que compra o jogo e não gosta do jogo, né?
Yep.
Depois de 100, 200
I am
horas de
playing the Bard.
jogo.
This is a Bard, no worries.
This is a bard.
Que
Doesn't
coisa,
it
não?
look like a bard?
Well, not on your screen, but
Well, it's your screen right now in the
Yeah.
stream.
well, I have a loading screen for the city district of Chang'an. So this is a Bard. So you'll. Oh wait, this is healing Bard. I want to do damage dealing Bard. So as you can see, you can just switch your mastery. It is like a 10-second cast, and there's no extreme difficulty currently in the patch. So there's no extreme difficulty to play. Right, I need to run to the dungeon.
Yeah, we actually wanted to try that and die a bit, but
Yeah.
couldn't even cheat our
Couldn't
ways
even
in.
cheat in. Yeah, let me just run a bit to the dungeon entrance. So through the story that you'll be able to
Meta healer,
see through
Beatriz.
the
O
beta
Hyper
happening
Healer
sometime
é o
later,
melhor main healer que tem.
you
Pelo menos
will
a
be
maioria
able
dos
to-
healers que eu vejo jogando no
you will be
Taiwan,
past-
main
you
é
will
main
pass, Jesus,
healer.
my words today. Through the
Deeper.
story, you will also walk by this zone for the
Yep.
dungeon, and you get quests for the dungeon. So you will learn how to get there through.
Like the two dungeons we showed previously were not part of the
Yeah.
progression, but this dungeon is one of the free progression dungeons that we have.
Correct.
So even while leveling, you will have dungeons. You can make them.
Correct. Okay, I think while we wait on you arriving, because he's
Yeah, I'm
all the way
slow.
somewhere else. Something we didn't touch on previously. Let me unclutter my UI a bit actually, because this is all clutter I don't want right now outside.
Dizem
of the
também que a
speed
Hyper
button.
Healer é a melhor healer também para o PVP
So something we
com
didn't touch on
instanciado com healer.
previously, but that I
Porque ela
wanted
tem
to
o
highlight 'cause I just love
maior
it, is
heal
that,
single target do jogo.
various vanity items have special emotes that you get
Verão deles até setembro, Diogo,
receiving the
mano.
item. That was harder than I thought it would be. So, for example, this costume comes with the skill Scroll of the Mountains and Rivers, and if you use it, you just summon a kind of scroll panorama around you.
Oh, that's quite awesome.
Yeah.
A bit more fancy than the one that my costume does.
I
will-
discovered this today, this one, so
I will show
chef's
it
kiss.
in a bit.
Yeah, but this one is one of the tamer ones, because as you can see here in my skills, you learn these as outfit actions. So some of the skills later on will also allow you to do this one is probably not translated yet, the War Chingbo,
Eu
which
sou de
just
meta, não tem muito meta DPS não,
Summons
você
a
tem
whole-
correto. Você tem que fazer DPS com a classe que você sabe fazer, que você quer jogar.
underwater.
So this is my outfit for action. Just crossing the swords.
Ah, yeah, that's not quite as impressive.
Yeah.
Mine is a bit more bling bling.
Yes, indeed.
So and then there's a lot of various things like this. I just want to briefly highlight it that various items have.
Yes, other people can see that. I can see
Yeah,
it on my
look.
screen.
He's watching me right now. That sounded creepy. You can also cancel it and then let me show you the other one that the Baldi can also see, I guess. So we have I'm in a bubble and I can. Oh, I can't hear, but
Yeah, this
in
is
a
a
zone where
no-flying
you
zone.
in a zone where you can fly, you can slowly move up with the bubble. It's pretty cute. I mean, this is not a fashion stream, no worries, but I just thought I would highlight a couple, simply because it's really cool that these have effects that you can trigger. And then, oh, you ran away when I activated my Phoenix.
Oh,
O
sorry.
bom, Beatriz, que é tudo uma compra só,
I
né?
have Phoenix wings and you just ran away. So sad.
Você compra skin e ela abre pra
Ok,
conta.
let's do
Você
the
compra a
check.
montaria e abre pra
Is our
conta.
team already here?
Is our team here? That's a good question.
Are they inside?
Yes. We dilly-dallied a bit. Okay, hard mode and enter. Okay, so this is hard mode. It's recommended for item level 50 and you will drop item level 60 gear. So I will actually get item upgrades in this dungeon now.
E Temper of Mercy Hard
This
Mode.
clutter again, because nobody wants this. I mean, you have the heroic event, which is basically the quest you have here in the dungeon. Defeat the bosses and defeat all of the show it on
I
your
also
screen.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I
But
forgot.
it's a bit small on my screen because I don't like it.
So you have all the scaling down a bit, or just that one?
Just that one.
Sign Monks,
I
não.
usually
So
just hide it. So.
That's a nice thing about
Maybe
the
you show
UI.
it briefly.
You can actually modify most of the UI elements. You can even scale them individually or move them wherever you want to have them. And that's fun.
Yeah, it's really nice. Show us the shines. I have no idea what that even means.
The shines.
Yeah.
What class is Balder playing? If
Balder.
that's me, then I'm playing a summoner
Vai
on
tá
DPS
safe,
Mastery.
Beatriz. O
Ah,
lançamento do
mostly
jogo é até setembro.
Not again.
that worked perfectly. Anyway, all right.
É só aquela situação
So
de
you are
jogar
continuing
mesmo,
with
que
this,
fica meio
summoner, right?
complicado, mas eu acho que essa
Okay,
semana
and I'm
sai as
gonna
datas.
play the
Yeah, so
Bard now.
maybe we'll show
yeah.
some of your.
Because people
view.
wanted to see Bard, right? I'll zoom in a bit and then we'll see. Okay, Tank, let's go. Because I aggroed. So
Why you do this? This is the hard mode. You need
yeah,
to
yeah,
concentrate.
it's okay. I concentrate. I'm standing in the middle of everything. I'm concentrating. Now I'm not concentrated anymore. Okay, let's put this one and let's
O
put that.
Dark
You don't look
Tank,
concentrated.
ele
Yeah, I'm very
realmente joga bem melhor que
I'm,
os
I'm,
outros.
I'm speed now.
I am speed.
Note melody. Let's do some more damage here. More damage.
10k de DPS.
All the damage. All the
Caralho. Ah, não, tá em AOE, né, velho? 10k de DPS em AOE. Vamos ver no single player, no boss.
So usually the bard cannot move while he casts unless you activate the skill that
Yeah.
gives you a buff for like.
That was one of the things I first noticed when I tried to level the bard. Like, I need to actually stand. So later on, he will actually get a skill to cast and move.
Yeah.
But by that moment, I was already like, maybe not my class. But that's also, again, of course, a thing of personal preference.
Sure.
And in the end, it plays quite nice. I
Oh,
have the feeling.
I can show you the epic skill of the bard now. Whoosh, combine elements, bam, big damage,
Acho que é roleplay mesmo.
or something like that. Right.
So for those lamps, it's actually quite nice to interrupt them when they cast, because
Yeah,
it's annoying what they
it's
cast.
really annoying.
Not like it would kill us or something, but it's annoying.
Yeah. Note melody.
Às 8 não, são 5 animes, mas acho que umas 9, 9 e meia, 10 horas. Pode ser que eu abra uma livezinha só pra dizer que é melhor que
Than
Helion.
my bard though.
How is that possible?
Esse é o bardo, Dan Santos. Isso é o
cheating, I think.
bardão. É caster,
That's
você
only
tem que estar paradinho pra
possibility
bater.
I mean, I always had the feeling that my summoner is better against many targets,
Tem
and
sim,
not
acho que
against
tem
single
muito
targets like a boss.
emote.
And there you also see
tem
something
emote
from our
conjunto.
Reaper. He has a damage increase skill, and he made a shout that it actually
Tem que ser
writes
no
in chat
Taiwan,
every time
João
it's damage
Santana,
now.
pra você fazer conta com
Which is really useful,
o
because then
Google.
everybody knows, okay.
So usually he
Vou
will try
colocar
to trigger that
o link
when
do
the
Taiwan aí pra vocês.
ultimate is ready,
Yeah.
and then the Reaper increase the damage, now do the ultimate.
I do the ultimate. Big damage.
O cara meteu até um puto.
Now you do big damage.
I
See,
did my
it works.
ultimate, which is an AoE, so. But now it's back to single targets. I feel like even on single targets, you with your million turrets.
Ah,
Beatriz, um amigo
Turrets
meu,
don't do
testou o
anything.
Helion, disse que o
But
healer lá é
most of it.
meme. O jogo
I was about to
todo é
say, I
meme,
mean,
Beatriz.
I don't agree.
I mean, we could look
Imagina
in
o
the
healer.
DPS meter in the end
Yeah.
a bit. Like,
Let's look at the detailed stats.
E aí, Main Quest, novidades sim, temos muitas novidades, cara. Teve um anúncio, Main Quest.
What did I do? Ah, yeah.
Sabia
he
que teve
cast his
anúncio?
skill and I got pushed back.
Sabia, Shiryu, que teve um anúncio?
Very big DPS, yes. What is a rotation? What do you mean, what is a rotation? I'm kinda okay-ish with the bard, okay? I deal damage.
I embrace
Uma
the
engine.
press everything on cooldown.
Our tank needs to kinda... Oh, you can't pull everything, I believe, here. Doesn't work that well. Let's put this in, and then... Ah, that's still on cooldown. No, it's... Oh, our heal has a lot to help out with not getting...
Tem novidades
Interrupt.
frescas também,
Pressed all the
Shiryu?
buttons all of a sudden. Alright, let's have a look.
Diga aí quais são as suas novidades frescas.
Damage. Oh, it's on the
Bem
floor.
fresquinhas.
Ultimate! Yeah, I love using the ultimates on AoE.
Vai fazer um pix pra mim? Essas novidades eu gosto.
Let's move a bit while we cast here. It's a bit of mobility is nice.
Falou com o Falou com o representante, rapaz. Está
Yeah,
representado.
I interrupted. Nice. So yeah, if you see as a team member, hey, this ad is casting like you see right now, soul sucking, has a cast bar below him. If you can see that, and your interrupt is off cooldown, use it. Mine is on cooldown right now, so I can't interrupt. Nobody else is either. Big sadness.
I failed.
Oh no.
Fale o que é que o
And it's even
representante
AoE, the
falou.
interrupt, I believe. So if the mobs are stacking and they are all casting something, you can interrupt them AoE. Can you lower other players' animations to interrupt, to reduce potential lag? I haven't seen that
Ô,
option yet, to
louco,
be
tá
quite
terminando de
honest.
fechar com ele.
But there is one menu
Bicho
which
fez
has like a million
negócio com o
options in there,
cara.
so it might be hidden in there. Ultimate. But that menu has too many options for me to go through it now during the stream, to be quite frank. Because it's extensive.
At least not in the hard mode dungeon.
Yeah, not in the hard mode dungeon. I
Not
can't
like
just go
last time
AFK.
AFKing.
Wow.
I mean, you said it yourself.
Yes, I know, it's fine. So now moving on to the first boss.
Aí, o boss, finalmente.
I mean, what you can do is click hide
Tá
teammates.
fechando o
There's a
que
button
aí
here on
com
the
o
top.
cara, Shiryu?
Ah, no, it doesn't work.
Ele prometeu o
É,
que pra
mas
você? Ele prometeu o quê?
hide
Dar uma
players
cópia
first
do
and
jogo
then
pra
hide
você,
teammates.
rapaz? Ó,
So you only
rapaz,
see their name.
safadeza.
Let's see if that actually
So,
hides their skill
Our
effects.
teammates are actually destroying the statues right now. There's
Oh.
still one here.
Oh, well,
Nice. But yeah.
we'll do the statues after.
Yeah.
the boss fight.
Sorteio pra segunda.
Because they
Oh.
will become important later.
As you can see, I can't see my
Bicho
teammates anymore. So,
fechou.
and I don't believe I see much of their skill effects. Some. Ah, there was a field. But that is not really useful because I don't see the healer anymore either. Which,
Do you
As you
want
can
to
imagine.
see the healer?
well, the healing field at least.
Yeah,
Cartas.
that's
So,
important.
and if I don't see the
Oh.
healer, I don't see the fields,
Yeah.
which is an issue. But yeah, you can disable it if you really wish. Ah, I'm standing in a field.
O DPS dele tá uma bosta, cara.
We summoned a couple of ads. Yeah, I mean this first boss, it's relatively doable. Although the first time we tried to clear it back in, I don't know, somewhere last year. I don't know what
Pois
we did,
é,
but
olha.
we failed on him.
Yeah, but that balancing was a bit different there as
Yeah,
well.
fair enough.
So we don't know what the issue was actually.
I think the ads might have
DPS
been
bosta do
unbalanced.
caralho que esses caras têm,
Yeah.
velho.
It was a bit unbalanced.
Olha isso, os caras não conseguem nem fazer
I think
K.
we also were in a different difficulty than now
Potentially, yeah.
because he did different attacks than he.
Só
Does not.
o Balder Name ali
And
tá
of course
chegando a
we were less
1.5.6,
experienced, if you want to call us
1.9 chorando.
Yeah,
My
we had no
God.
clue what we were doing back in the days when we first
Meu
started
Zerquinho aí
working on
estaria top DPS, 2k e 100,
content
com
of this
gear
game.
básica.
Yeah, but what you also need to consider is that you need to stand together relatively. You shouldn't be standing too far away because he can be breaking out and going to the furthest standing player. Let's interrupt him. He's down on the ground. Time for ultimates. Damage now, the Reaper says. Let's go. Big damage. It's so fun if the whole group just goes off and does big damage. Alright, it's time for this.
Acho que tem sim.
Big
Tem como desativar sim os números sim, agora que eu lembrei, tem.
Oh, I mean, oh, well, you saw a special passive of the.
Oh, your passive saved you.
Yeah, because I was between two.
Say
fields.
you wanted to showcase it.
Yeah, of course I want to showcase my passive. That's why I let the boss sandwich
Tu
me
falasse a
between two
mesma
fields,
coisa pra. Tu
AoE
falasse no
damage
Discord
fields.
pra mim, Shiryu, a
And,
mesma coisa que
got
tu
stuck
falou
in
aí no chat,
Sim.
cara.
Yeah, it's all planned. Obviously. Yeah, I would have died there
Aprofunde-se.
if not for my class passive, which turns you once into a ice crystal. So yeah, that happened. But it only triggers once every 5 minutes, so I have
O
to pay
DPS
attention
desse cara é muito baixo,
now. But it's
velho.
the best
Puta
class
que
to play on
pariu.
stream because
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
one.
indeed.
Bom, olha só,
You have
presta
one
atenção.
fail-safe.
Eu joguei o Alpha, tá? Então, você, com a gear básica do level
Well, I have a
45
second,
que
I can
você
also
ganha nas
choose
quests
to
no
put
level
myself
máximo,
into the field,
dá
so
pra fazer tranquilaço 1.4, 1.3k de DPS. Tranquilaço.
I can put it now.
Jogando com a
Crystal,
bunda.
it cannot hurt me, and I regenerate
Se
some
você
life.
manja, você já faz 2k de
Why does this
DPS.
random rampage thing?
Os cara não tá chegando em 1k.
Oh, I'm standing. Oh, is it a
Puta
heal field?
que pariu.
It's both,
Yeah, it's-
probably.
At the edge, it's a heal field at least. So that's the a bit of a bad thing. So to put it as a Reaper healer, your healing fields are purple, but the enemy attacks can be purple as well, especially in this dungeon. So it's a bit confusing. Ah, golden body broken soon. Let's do some damage before that. Oh, I'm standing in AoE field. Oh no.
Me dá dungeon sim. Minha filha, o DPS ele tem que saber sambar na OE, meu velho.
Golden body broke.
Entendeu?
Another finishing
Yes.
move.
Finishing
O
move,
boss
let's
tá
go.
parado aí. O cara tá atacando de
Yes, I
longe,
can see
amor.
it through.
O cara nem.
You still did double my
O
damage.
cara não é
Damn.
nem melee,
You were on
velho.
fire.
Yeah,
oh,
but-
we actually lost somebody.
I mean, Langusta needed to save me a
O
couple
cara
of
nem é
times.
melee, o cara nem
I
pra dar
was
desculpa,
still
tipo assim,
looking for
ah,
my
meu irmão, eu tô
damage reveal
adivinhando
skill
da
on
OE
the
aqui,
keyboard,
doido.
but
O cara nem
it's
pra
an
isso, o cara tem
Alt X,
desculpa.
but
Where's all
I'm
X?
searching,
Yeah.
I'm searching, and he's already pulling me away and healing me, so he did a good job there. Statues, guys, I cannot kill the statues, so please do it.
Ah, damn. Yeah, me neither. I'm gone
So
already.
that's a problem with the ranged DPS. You cannot target the non-enemy things, and here are some statues that you need to destroy for something later. So your melees will need to take care of that. Probably there's a trick that we just don't know.
So yeah, you have to pay attention to kill all of the statues here, because else you will not be able to clear the kill all mobs.
Beatriz Meire, o jogo tem
Gold,
pet sim. E
meaning
tem
that
skin
you'll get
pra
less loot,
pet.
right?
O que você
Which
compra na
obviously
loja
we don't
cash é a skin
So yeah,
do pet.
look out for
E você tem um pet.
statues.
Esse
hiding.
pet não é apenas um pet, né? Ele é tipo um guia pra você. Ele participa da lore do jogo, conversa com você, fala sobre algumas coisas. Então é uma parada.
Skill awesome.
Ele tem
and-
passivas também pra você upar. Paradinho.
There's no revives in this
Agora,
game.
o Summoner
so
tem
during
outro
combat
pet,
you
né? Que é
cannot
o
be
pet
revived.
dele, da classe.
So it's hard in a way that if your team did a big mistake of like letting somebody die or standing in something that was deadly, you cannot revive during that combat. You will revive within the
Otariel,
dungeon after
velho,
combat.
Arte
obviously,
vai ser
but
a
not
última
during
classe que
combat.
vai chegar, velho. Vai chegar em setembro, outubro.
And there's no
Oh,
class
um,
that has revive skills.
Eu acho que arqueiro só chega ano que vem. Ou dezembro.
Here I almost died.
Ei. Não.
Autumn water.
O que é que você
Like-
jogou lá?
Oh,
One
right,
of
last
those
time, yeah.
mobs
Ela
has
jogou alguma
like
coisa lá
like
que fora,
pretty
meu amor.
intensive damage.
Damage or I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
It
Ah,
might
vamos
be
ver a grade não,
reflecting
meu
our
amor.
damage, and we're basically killing ourselves. So
Or
we
it's
don't
their dash.
know exactly yet, but one of them. It's not the dash, no, it's a different
Porra,
skill. But sometimes
Shigens.
one of our
Queria tá
teammates
aí,
just
cara.
moves.
10
Yeah.
graus. Puta que pariu. 10 graus só tava só coberto assim com as roupas top, tá ligado? Umas roupas pesadas e tal. Pá.
Big damage. This is the hard mode.
Ah,
yes, this is the hard mode dungeon.
é. Não, agora. Ah, mas é a ué.
Oh, he dashed into the enemies and your bots pulled him.
Meu
Pulled
cabelo cai
everything.
muito. Ah, Vatariel. O cabelo cai
Ah.
bastante, cara.
We will have to do
O
that.
meu, se eu
More
tiver
damage.
bem cuidadinho do jeito que tá agora, não cai muito
Somebody
não.
wrote in chat that
Agora,
Reaper has a spec
quando eu
that
tô
can,
numa situação
actually
complicada
revive
e não
teammates.
consigo nem
So, I
cuidar
cannot confirm
direito,
that.
aí cai mais.
But if that's the case, obviously that's a glyph spec that you can then switch into. I haven't played Reaper Heal in any
Povo que mora
detailed
nesses lugares que dá
fashion,
15
I cannot
graus.
go into that as a
15
detail if
graus,
it's
velho.
temporary or
Puta
permanent.
que pariu, eu queria estar lá agora, 15 graus.
And I don't believe our Reaper is playing with any such thing.
Meu sonho é ter um ar-condicionado, mas meus
mentioned
inscritos
it so
não me
far.
dão dinheiro suficiente pra eu
Yeah.
ter um ar-condicionado.
To my knowledge, at least.
É foda. Complicado, né, velho? O cara vai te vender shampoo. Quem vai vender shampoo?
Gray cooldown numbers on grayed out skills. Hard to read. I'm not sure you can change that setting actually.
É a conta de energia que é pra
We
se
have all
fuder,
the
pequeno
statues
velho.
here. No, there's a statue here.
Tem
Can
que
somebody come
preparar
back?
pelo
'Cause I
menos
can't do it with
100zinho
this
todo
class.
mês pra
Yeah,
poder
buddy,
pagar
you
só a
can't do it either.
conta.
I can try.
Group guys.
Tá no lugar certo, só
Slash,
descer um pouco que
what
aí
was
os
slash
donates chegam.
Taki's coming back.
Ah,
Okay,
velho.
With
Se eu descer
all
mais o
Everything, yeah,
YouTube, eu
'cause,
vou
like,
ganhar um
there's
ban
a
do
monster
YouTube
standing
do
here.
Twitch
Yeah,
aí.
statue standing here that
É
we
muito
need to kill.
poder,
And I
eles
think
não
back
tancam
here as
não.
well. Oh, no, here's nothing. Perfect.
É del 1974.
Yeah, it's a bit
Não vai
harder
lançar
without
pra
voice
console
chat,
não.
because we are on stream. We are not using voice chat, obviously, with the...
Aqui está um calor
it's of
infernal. 23
better
graus
to
é um
coordinate
calor
such stuff.
infernal.
Also with the gold armor and
23
Yeah,
graus é um calor
if you see your
infernal,
teammate
dona
standing in the
Bárbara.
puddle,
Uma
something
porra
like
da...
that.
Aí
It's
Get
morre
always
no PK,
easier
não
in
sabe
voice
por que
chat.
foi.
Yep.
Eu não fiz nada.
No, the problem with the statues is that Baldi and I, as ranged
Luan Campos,
classes,
tem
we
que testar,
can't do
cara.
like these melee direct in front of you attacks,
Baixa o
which are
Taiwan e
required
testa.
for these statues. So it's not that only tanks can attack them, but it's like somehow either we don't know the trick, which
Yeah.
is perfectly possible,
Or
or it needs to be
probably
melee.
one of
Boa,
our skills, just
600
not
reais de
our
conta
auto
de
attack
luz.
can do it. But yeah, you need
Matheus,
basically to
tu tem o que na tua
cast damage
casa?
without a target.
Yow.
Tu deixa tipo 10
take some
TV
Chinese as well.
ligada,
Was it Chinese last time we
freezer,
played this one?
geladeira.
Something to look into.
E aí, velho, como é que pode dar 600, tá
They've been
ligado?
following me for a while now. Let's go back to some...
I mean, I switched a bit for the last boss.
Okay.
So,
Okay, never mind then.
yeah.
Vem pra
But yeah.
Portugal, tá bom. Ah,
Switching
queria
every
eu
now
sair
and
do
then is
Brasil,
fine.
cara.
Of course, always when
No
I'm
dia
on
que uma
cooldown
empresa
and
chegar pra mim e
everything.
fazer assim, vem trabalhar
Is there going
aqui
to
ou
be a close
onde,
beater?
qualquer lugar da Europa,
If so,
Canadá,
what
eu
time?
vamos.
So we
Só
the
vamos.
announcement for the closed beta will be relatively soon, but it has not yet been announced when. But there is gonna be 2 closed betas, with a break in between each. Oh well, between both. But yes, there's going to be closed betas.
Beaters.
Closed betas.
Eita.
And the announcement for this will happen very, very soon. The alpha has ended, so improvements have already been made. We are still waiting on some updates to the client to implement the VOs, the initial batch.
Beatriz, cerca de
Yeah, so in
60,
beta, you
70
will
reais
hear
você
some of the
consegue
first voiceovers in English.
1.300 horas, um negócio assim.
It's not all of them yet.
Não,
Not
130
even
horas.
Not by a long shot,
130
but
horas de jogo.
good
130
progress is
horas.
being made. And the intention is that by launch we have full VOs in the game. So that's the expected status. What will be the max level? So what you see right now is what you get.
Pra que
So
cara,
So level
Ricardo?
1
Eu tô
is what I
viajando,
always like
cara.
to answer to that question
Oh, no.
because it's a bit trolling. So technically it's level
War Machine,
37,
jogo
so you level
bonito, jogo
36
mobile.
levels and then you do a quest line to ascend to the next plane, so to say.
Yeah.
War Machine,
And
tá
then you
vendo ali
cultivate
um
again.
atalho
Yeah,
chamado
cultivate.
Q, um atalho chamado E,
So
um
yeah, you go
atalho
from 1
chamado
to
R,
36 through
Y,
leveling, and
Alt
then once you
X,
reach
Alt
36
Q, Alt
full
E,
XP,
Alt R,
you can then
2, 3, 4,
cultivate.
F1,
you go
F2,
from
F3, F4,
beginner
F5
to
e ele abriu o
student.
braço ali,
And
agora dá pra ver o
student 1 is
F6.
the maximum level. They're currently
Teu
doing the
celular
beta
tem
and also
essas
doing
teclas?
launch. No, they all dashed away when I did my AoE.
Se
Sad
tiver,
life.
eu tô desconfiando que seu celular é um computador. Vai, né?
That's a case for German. Yeah, there's no way to AoE in this fight.
Yeah, dashing too
Salve.
much.
And the tank can't help it either, because like he can pull him, but in the end they will still just dash again.
Skin. Os caras estão conseguindo fazer o hard mode com um DPS
We can briefly
fudido
show that
desses.
the skill.
É, vamos ver o último boss, né?
This,
É questão de mecânica, eu acho que não tem rage, não.
Okay.
if somebody wants
Oh,
to see the
this
talent
thing
tree,
here.
I mean, just briefly
Yeah.
show how it
Okay.
will look like with the glyphs and the astral essences. But it's gonna be
It
very
was
briefly.
just a bit random for me. That's why.
Ah, yeah. No, somebody
Yeah,
in chat
yeah,
asked.
okay. Perfectly fine. Just need to make sure our team waits for us. But the next one is a boss, so they will.
I wonder how you guys will deal with the queues during CBT. So, best case scenario, we have enough server capacity that there will be no queues.
So yeah, that's definitely one of the topics that still is on our list, and we're going to do some extensive testing there. And hopefully we can avoid most of the queues. And if we have queues, they should work fine.
But the game has a queuing system,
Yeah.
so where you will see your position in queue. To should it happen that the map you want to join in, so the first leveling map, for example,
E aí,
is
Diogo Andrade?
overburdened. Right.
Cadê o DPS? Ah, mas tem mob, é a UA ali.
Someone clip that queue statement to use for later evidence.
Oh,
Go ahead.
now we're doomed.
Yeah, throw it back at me. The thing is, probably during beta, during the first day of beta, we will already be streaming. A couple hours after beta start, we'll have, I think it's Finder that starts off the a stream with character creation, going over your beta questions, and also the first 10 levels or so. So, yeah, you will see us on cam to.
Ah, eu esqueci o último boss.
Is gameplay ping influence like Terra having ping delay between each skill cast?
So this is my skill window.
Okay.
Gameplay in France.
Gameplay in France. Anyway, yeah, so we have the skill window. You have both trees. So on the left side, you have the damage tree, and on the right side, you have the healing tree, which you
Let
can
me
switch to.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it will also expand and show more stuff
Yeah.
as soon as we
Kelvin.
As
switch.
you can see,
Não,
we can
tem-
switch during the
tem
dungeon run.
cancelamento de
Outside of the
animação
fight,
não,
you can
cara.
just switch.
Tem rotação.
So the skills are basically more or less the same for you. You get them by leveling and can
Yeah, they automatically unlock step by step.
they pop up on your screen and ask you to put them into your skill bar.
Correct.
And even for passives, for
Eu gostei
astral
bastante,
blessings,
Alex. Vou
not
jogar,
always
com
a passive.
certeza.
They ask you to select what you want to do. So here for the astral blessings, you have different choices. So this is basically changing between rolling stones and the fox pet for me. As you can see, this has influence on many of my skills. And of course, all the different passives for me, but some classes also have some active skills in here that you can
Se sua preocupação é o
to
jogo
your skill
vingar,
bar.
John, então não tenha
And the
preocupações.
next
O
thing
jogo vai
are
vingar.
glyphs. Those you collect when you finish the Swordmaster tutorial.
Esse
So
cara,
in the
a
cultivation menu,
Shockwave, se eu não me
at
engano, esse
the
cara
end,
ele é
there's a
francês
and the PvP
e mora na
tutorial. You finish
Alemanha.
that, you get your glyphs. And
E o
those have
sotaque
different
dele é bem
effects.
carregado
As
pro lado
with the
alemão,
astral
né?
blessings, you always see the star on the recommended ones.
Yeah.
Of course, you can modify it for your preferred gameplay.
Like some are PvP related, I believe.
Like right now, I have one for some meta explosions. I did not really like it, so I used a different glyph for that. And that's basically what you do with your skills and customize them in the way that you like to play.
Plus, there's one additional thing. It's the
Valeu,
star
valeu
map.
pelo jogo.
Maybe we can
Paulo
show
não
that.
possível.
The astral. It's probably the astral map. Astral essence.
Astral Essence.
Where you get points throughout the leveling experience, but also by clearing new content the first time. So clearing a hard mode dungeon for the first time will give you an additional point here,
Caralho.
which you can slot into these stars
Aí,
to
galera.
unlock additional
Oh,
stats.
And they give you extra stats. Most of them, or many of them will not count in PvP, but in PvE they're quite useful.
And then you have the bigger stars.
Yeah, in the beginning it's quite set, but in the end you will
can
be able
branch,
to
right?
make some choices here as well.
So you have to branch off in what do you prefer? Do you want to have like I mean, I don't know them by heart, but
Eu tô sem o
so you can have things like, hey, if you are targeting
as
enemies that are very far away, you get a lot more damage. Or maybe
Peraí,
show another
calma.
one.
Yeah, here you can split up
Etiel, foi mal, cara.
mastery.
Se inscreveu
All the
com
big
Prime
ones I would
inscrição.
have.
Porra,
Oh,
valeu, Etiel, pelo Prime. Muito obrigado. E
I mean, reading
Valério
them right
também
now.
se inscreveu com
Yeah, I mean,
Prime.
it's just
Muito
to give a
obrigado
couple of
pelo
examples. So
Prime,
the
cara.
one will increase your damage if you're far away from
É
enemies.
isso aí.
The other
Muito
one
obrigado.
gives you a possibility to
Onde é
regenerate
que tá
some
esse
HP
negócio?
every time.
E o pessoal que tá assistindo na Twitch, o pessoal que tá assistindo no YouTube, a gente tem 64 pessoas no YouTube e 106 no Twitch,
through these
né? Eu faço live nas duas plataformas, porque algumas pessoas gostam de assistir mais no Twitch do que no YouTube. Mas lembre-se, né, que eu tô nas duas ao mesmo tempo. E é nozes, muito obrigado aí, galera.
For example,
pelo
let's say,
apoio.
hey, in PvP, well, unless it's not usable in PvP. 'Cause then
Basicamente ele tá falando
are they
sobre
all
as
not
constelações, que isso aí é o sistema de
Yeah.
build do
Yeah.
jogo, tá?
Yeah.
A build é o
But
seguinte,
then for
essa
PvE, you can
constelação que
customize
você tá
saying, hey,
vendo,
okay, in this
ela
combat,
tem
I know I need
as
more,
estrelas
healing,
pequenas,
'cause it's very,
elas têm status.
taxing,
Quando
so
você
I will
pega a
send
estrelinha, ele dá
go to
status.
Prepare
Força
different
mais
blueprints,
5,
yes.
So you
crítico
can
mais
have, like,
1%, essas coisas.
one is more
E
for
quando você
DPS,
chega
one
nessa
is more for
estrelinha
you want to
maior,
regenerate more
né?
HP during
A
combat,
estrelinhazinha
etc.
maior
So
ali que tem ali
you can
boots,
really
e tem
customize
Ghost
your cars quite a bit
Constellation.
outside of the
Aquilo ali é
initial
uma
couple of skills
passiva especial que
that
você
every
pode
class,
pegar.
well, that
Tipo,
every part has the same
inimigos
value.
mais próximos de você recebem mais dano. Os inimigos mais próximos de você, você recebe menos dano
It does not cost
deles.
game currency to change those. So
Chance
you can change
crítica
between
global
the
mais
blueprints
1%,
as you
entendeu? Dano geral mais
There is no cost,
2%.
assigned
Esses
to
são
it,
os
so you can
últimos
just change and
breaks
then
do
you see, oh,
finalzinho.
this blueprint two, I
Você
didn't put anything
não
in.
vai ter
Blueprint three, I
pontos o
didn't put anything in.
suficiente para ter
Let's go
tudo.
back to
Você
blueprint
tem
one.
que
Okay,
seguir
and
uma
put
build,
points in here.
entendeu?
And you have blueprints per class as well, per spec.
E
So
tem
healing
uma
and damage.
constelação para
Same
cada
goes
build, né?
actually
Uma
for your
constelação para
skills. You can
DPS,
also
uma
have,
constelação para
blueprints for your
tanque.
skills, which
Caso
changes
você
your
seja uma
astral
classe tipo
blessings and
Spear
glyphs.
Master que é DPS tanque,
If you
entendeu?
see, if I go to
E outra
blueprint
coisa,
two,
quando
I have
e é
no
o que,
more
que ele tá
blessings or
mostrando
glyphs,
aí
and
também.
my skills are also changed, so
Na
my
compra
skill
do
bar
jogo
seems to be
você vai
linked to this as well.
receber
That's a
na
new info
faixa
for me. And if I go back to blueprint
5
one, I have
espaços de
stuff again.
build,
And the
que é o
same also
blueprint
goes
que ele
for
tá
your
mostrando
gear,
aí.
where you
E
can
também
have
6 espaços de
different equipment
inventário.
loadouts, that you can actually
Para
name.
troca
So
rápida,
I named
né?
two of
Você
mine,
pode
like
botar o
DPS,
nome
PvE,
ali,
and
que ele
heal
colocou o
PvE,
nome H de
which
Heal
in this case doesn't
PvE.
make a
Aí na
difference.
3 ele pode
It's
colocar
different
uma
item
build
levels
de
for me.
Heal PVP.
Oh,
Na primeira ele
it's
pode
PvP
colocar
gear.
damage PVE. Na última
yes,
ele
I mean
coloca
PvP.
damage
Did I damage all the
PVP.
time in PvP?
Yeah,
Tá
but it's
ligado?
level 75, so it's quite high.
Entendeu?
Oh no.
Aí
the
o que
wrong
acontece
equipment. Oh,
é o que
no,
acontece é isso
that
daí.
is-
Você vai receber todos esses
Well,
slots
now I deal
de
not
fast,
damage.
de troca
Darky, can you
rápida de
spawn your-
build na
your
compra do jogo. O
repair,
jogo
dude?
não te
So the Spear
vende
Master has a special
nenhum
skill.
tipo de
And can you spawn your oven or is it
Oh,
only
yeah.
de
Yeah, no,
compra
I can
adicional,
put
né?
the
Que é
oven
tipo
of life.
o
The
commodity.
oven of life.
Porra.
Yeah, I've been playing
Comodidade,
this
mas tem um
match
outro
in-
nome. Itens de comodidade, espaço de inventário, espaço de personagem, espaço de build. Isso aí o jogo não vende, ele já te dá todos disponíveis no ato da compra do jogo, entendeu? Algumas pessoas podem falar, R$220 não é um
So
preço que eu acho legal para um MMORPG. Só que você tem que levar em consideração que nesses R$220 tá o
has a-
jogo
a buff
base,
for the group,
certo? Deixa eu diminuir um pouco o áudio dele porque eu tô me confundindo. Vem todo o jogo e também vem todas as comodidades que você poderia comprar dentro de um outro MMORPG. Ou seja, vem todos os espaços de inventário, todos os espaços de baú, todos os espaços de build, todos os espaços de inventário. Tudo isso já está incluso na compra do jogo, entendeu? E os 5 espaços de build, quando você troca da build 1 para build 2, tudo reseta, tanto as skills, quanto os glyphs, quanto as passivas e a constelação. Está atrelada àquela build que você montou. E você tem 5 espaços de build de skill e 6 espaços de build de equipamento. Entendeu? Então é isso basicamente que ele estava explicando ali na live, né?
It's not for PvP
Último boss. Vamos ver esse
specifically. Can also be
DPS.
used in dungeons
Tá
if the boss
400.
somehow
Eita porra,
stuns you,
2K.
for example, I believe.
Ali foi
So, but it
burst.
also works in PvP, of
Ó,
course. Yes.
rapaz, chegou a 2K, hein? O cara com gear 2K e 600. Aí.
And they even get
O
highlighted
cara,
if you are stunned. So
o
all
cara
your
tá
other
levando a
skills
sério. O cara
are
tá levando a
disabled,
sério.
like grayed out.
O cara
but
levou a
your-
sério essa luta. Agora o Dark ali, ele tá
your
de
breakout
tanque.
of stun is highlighted.
O Z, ele tá. O Z. Esse Z.
Can't
Esse
wait for
Z
the
é
time
ruim
when this
demais,
one
gente.
speaks to
Pelo
us in
amor de
English
Deus.
and just,
Esse Z é ruim demais, gente.
you know,
Pelo amor de Deus.
Can you hear
Samuel.
something from it or?
Cheat Z.
not for Wuru, no. I
DPS.
didn't hear this voice. It's not.
This one stuns you with the wave, so you need to jump over it or dodge.
O Z é muito ruim, gente.
No, I jump over it. Well, I could. Oof. I was able to jump over him.
Yeah.
Over the wave. Time for break soon. Yeah, he's on the floor. Let's go. Damage. Whoop, whoop.
No anime post this time?
Oh yeah. Next time. Sorry, I forgot my epic anime pose. Very epic, much anime.
再哭下去，也不会有人来救你。
So this is the end boss in the normal mode and in the leveling mode. But since we are in the hard mode, you will see if we killed all the ads before, we will get the possibility to get to the bonus boss, so to say.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to kill all the
Yeah.
statues.
That's why we really.
Galera,
went
vocês
back
têm que entender
to
que
get it.
o equipamento de quest do level máximo, do level 45, você consegue chegar a 1k,5 de DPS com ele. Entendeu? O cara tá 500 de DPS, pô. Tá ligado? Esse cara manja.
And this one is a bit tricky because the fields on the floor are not that
Oh, Black
highlighted,
falando
so they're,
comigo.
like a bit.
Yeah, but you notice when your screen turns dark,
Yeah.
so you know.
Oh, there's a wave and jump over.
哭下去，
Yeah, jumping worked
不
fine.
会有人来救你。黄口小儿，休要挡路。
Yeah. We'll see later when I don't pay attention to because there's too many things going on the hard mode, the extra boss, I should say, where
Aí o outro cara
probably
veio.
miss jumping sometimes. Oh, damage now! He's down on the floor. Anime pose.
O cara tá
Maximum damage.
querendo. O cara tá querendo discutir comigo, meu amigo. Ah, meu pai do céu.
错了路，
O cara quer discutir comigo, tio Gash Tio. Ele. Ah, cara, mas talvez o cara tenha ido na dungeon com a guia de PVP. Eu falei pra ele, meu amigo, meu Berserk tava dando 2k de DPS no PVE com a guia de PVP básica do tutorial. Você não tá entendendo, meu amigo.
Requires a bit more attention.
休要挡路。
I don't know
The
what
last,
you
yeah,
mean.
the last boss will require all of the attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one. Let's go, let's go. Damage, damage, damage. 15%.
É, mecânica, sim. É, nas dificuldades, o boss tem mais mecânica, tá? Em alguns dungeons, dificuldades maiores adicionam um boss no final. Se eu não me engano, o Hard Mode...
Oh, he's on the floor again?
O Hard Mode tem um boss adicional comparado ao Normal
Well,
Mode.
you all used to do that during
Mas isso
the
daí eu não tenho
last boss.
certeza.
Yeah, sure, but like
Vamos ter certeza
for
caso
this one, for Nightmare Wuru, it's
esse bicho aí morra e venha um outro boss. Ou esse já é o adicional, não sei. Se fosse a Show Prison, eu poderia dizer se tem
Do
ou
not
se
kill
não
all the
tem.
ads.
we
É,
won't
parece
see
que isso aí
the
não tem.
big boss. Sad Laifu. I guess we missed some. Well, we avoid getting wiped on stream, I guess.
E tem mecânica sim.
can't even loot because
Essas
I
dungeons
already did
normal
this
e hard
dungeon.
tem uma ou duas mecânicazinhas
Look at
que
me, I got a
matam,
level
são
6
relativamente bem
60 gear.
fáceis.
Let's have a
Mas
look.
quando chegar
Got a
às
new
raids
ring.
que os boss tem 2, 3 fases, aí o barato fica meio louco. Mas ainda eu acho mais fácil uma raid
So
do
I got
solo
an
do que
upgrade.
uma
I have level 50
Savage
gear so far from
topzera
the
do
normal
Final
mode,
Fantasy
basically.
XIV,
And now in the hard
infelizmente.
mode I got level 60 gear.
Isso, o hard
And
mode
it's
dá
plus
6
everything for
seguir.
me, so of course I will put it on. Nice.
Not
Ele já
once ever.
tava
I can
full
only loot the
60.
hard mode dungeon once per week.
Cara, eu tenho
You
certeza
can
que
still
esses
help
caras
your
estão dando
friends with
DPS
it, like
baixo,
I
velho.
basically did right now.
Os
But the
os
loot is only once
psicopatas
per
vai
week.
limpar
For the
essas
normal
porra no
mode dungeons,
instante.
it's once per day.
Correct.
And
You can see this later in the beta. You can look at
É,
your
fogo gelado com exit lag, eu peguei
progress. So you
90
go to the
ms.
cultivation
Ficou lisaço.
interface and progress. You can see, okay, Nightmare Temple of Mercy. So the normal dungeon I didn't defeat yet today, so I got loot everywhere. But for the hard mode, I defeated boss 1, 2, and 3. So if I go into this dungeon again, I will not get loot until tomorrow, because tomorrow is Thursday. It resets on Thursday. And the fourth boss,
Basicamente ele tá se explicando que as dungeons no nível normal, o drop é diário. E a hard mode, o drop é semanal e reseta terça-feira.
If we were on the live servers now.
Yeah.
We are not going to do it through the stream
Yeah.
now, but that is a theoretical possibility. So you can go in there as often as you wish, because there's no entry limit. There's just like a loot limit depending on.
A diferença não é tão gritante não, Luan, por causa que o jogo ele não é que nem o Elion, tá ligado? O uso das skills é
should we show the
client-side.
Captain's Assistant?
Então
yeah.
o que você
Yeah.
menos vê
So,
é o desync,
this is the
né?
Captain's Assistant
Tem horas
again.
no Taiwan
As
que o
you can see,
desync
there
é
are no
patinar no gelo
bosses
puro,
in
tá
there,
ligado?
So I can select them.
Você só sai
And
escorregando.
even see a timeline on
Mas não é
when he
sempre
did
não.
what. So this is all the skills he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Quite a lot.
Papa Francisco, cara, eu tenho uma 2060 e o
about
jogo
5 minute
rodou
fine.
tranquilaço, cara.
And then you can select the skills and basically put them into the event manager.
Esse sistema aí de Event Manager é top, velho. Isso aí é top, velho. Isso aí é top.
So yeah, did this boss event management? You have a lot of information.
Yeah, you can
A
also
lot of
in the
options.
timeline, like if you don't want to see all of them, hide them one by one. Like this is not needed, and then you can pick the real shit for your
That you
module.
know that your group has issues with, for example.
No Taiwan, eu pego
so that,
60
yeah.
frames tranquilão.
And,
Com a RTX.
Since I didn't show it earlier, and it's also something connected here in the skill shouts menu.
Isso aí
in your
também
skill
tem o
menu,
skill
this
shouts,
is
né? Você
basically what
pode
our healer
fazer.
had.
Isso
You can
aí.
right.
configure any of your skills.
Isso daí é o seguinte. Esse sistema aí é o seguinte. Você pode configurar que ao utilizar uma skill específica, seu personagem joga um determinado texto no chat. Esse texto você pode mirar para ele falar o nome do monstro, o seu nome, o nome da skill ou o nome do alvo. Por exemplo, você jogou um buff de escudo em fulaninho e você configurou para toda vez que você usar essa skill de escudo, seu personagem falar no chat: usei a skill de escudo no jogador tal. Ele vai falar: eu joguei essa skill no jogador tal. Entendeu? É muito parecido com o do Final Fantasy XIV, que você pode informar. E algumas pessoas com certeza vão utilizar isso para roleplay, né?
All right, so I think that's it from the content that we wanted to cover, right? Hard mode, we said beta soon.
Yeah. So I think we can also switch back to the channel scene.
Yeah. We can go to the general scene. We don't need to have the game. So we have a couple of additional things that we just wanted to share with you. So there is not going to be a stream next week Wednesday, just as a FYI, though there will be one a bit on a different day of the week.
Rafael Dantas, cara, espera o close de beta e testa.
Don't watch out for Wednesday, but there will be
No
an
NA.
where you get to know when the stream is and how it is going to be. Now, outside of that, we have also Why are you looking at me like that all of a sudden? Switching around.
You tell me. You have
I
big
have
announcements.
well, big announcements. Yeah, I have so Jojo from our Forge Master program, the person in the shadows of hero.le, has a special message for us that he wanted to share with
Ô,
you.
louco.
That's
Ô, Jojo.
Anyway, so basically,
Special message.
special message he gave us to share with you. Anyway, it's a word construct. So, as some of you might know, our alpha phase has ended earlier this week, and we had content creators that were able to select content creators that were able to look into the alpha content already, were able to play through the leveling and the dungeons and etc. and record footage, but were not able to release it yet. Now we got a lot of feedback as well that hey, a lot of people were not able to join, right? Because we had only select spaces for this phase. Some wanted to share the game with their community on streams and etc. etc. So we have some great news to share with you all, which is basically for content creators that are currently flagged as accepted on hero.le, so in our Forge Master, which are part of the Swords of Legends community in that program. All of these, not only those that were in the alpha, but all that are currently flagged, will get access to the servers again or for the first time this weekend, so starting Friday. You will have access again to the game, to go in there, to continue with your characters you had during the alpha, or if you were not part of the alpha, you can continue, you can create new characters, and you will be allowed to stream this. No NDA, no.
Sexta-feira
no
agora
block of
vai
anything.
abrir
So,
um evento especial para todos os criadores de conteúdo que foram aceitos no Forge Master e eles poderão streamar. Final de semana vai ser solo NA stream, boys. Preparem-se os seus rabos nessas cadeiras que nós vamos streamar.
But you will get the details for everything through hero.le. And for everybody who is not a content creator, this will mean that all of this weekend,
minha mãe
Friday, Saturday,
chegou na minha casa. Vem cá, bota sua cara aqui para o povo lhe ver. Mais de 100 pessoas aqui assistindo. Essa cara bonita. Minha mãe chegou em minha casa. Aqui é o povo falando. Tá aí, tá aqui, ó. Tô aqui.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Tá aqui, ó.
They can stream this.
Tua cara aqui, mulher. Pronto, beleza.
People that are watching them, without going into details there. And yeah, if your preferred content creator might not yet be in the program, give him a shout. It might not be possible to add him for this specific weekend now, but maybe he can be added for future for the beta streams then. So yeah. We hope that everybody that wants to see more.
A minha mãe já tá quantos anos nele?
Of course, are happy to get like
não, tá 63 não, tá mais. Já entrou na casa dos 70 já.
And we hope that all of the alpha content creators are able to see the progress that has been made within, like it has been less than a week that they have last seen the game.
A minha mãe tem 65 anos. A carinha dessa aqui, ó. Bota a cara aqui. Vai pra cá.
Fingers crossed.
Não, vai pra cá. Não, pera aí, calma. Porque foi mal. É aqui. Vem. Tá na tela errada. 65 anos de idade com essa cara aqui, ó. Vocês acreditam?
Give a look and see how the English translation be reflected with like the skills being more visible. So yeah, we are very excited for this. We hope you're just as excited, and I believe that's it for today.
Com qual classe ela vai jogar? Qualquer uma que usa uma chinela.
Maybe for future streams where we have like, can we use these in PvP?
Com essa classe main chinela?
if we
You
can,
can
the-
use your anime pose in PvP. Don't know about the skill.
Yeah, but if I can't use the skill,
Chinela
it's
é
just wasted
sandália. Não sei se
you know,
vocês chamam de
activity.
chinela antes
Because
de ir
then they
embora.
will just stream snipe me more.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Ela é ranger, né?
All right.
Is there something to show our social media channels? Because that's
Of
always a thing.
course.
So-
I think that is our last page. Be sure to follow us on our social medias if you want to stay up to date, such as all the announcements that are going to
As
happen for
duas é
beta
build
very
híbrida,
soonish,
Rafa.
such as the beta event, the beta timeframe, of course,
Build híbrida.
the beta patch notes, which is basically patch notes for everything that's supposed to be in the game, unless we forgot something to mention there, but
It is possible.
it's
possible.
it's round
yeah.
about 20 word pages, so we should be
não,
covered
ela
a
joga,
bit,
ela
and
só
it
joga,
explains the various
ela joga
features,
target, Biluiz.
more
Ela
or
não
less
gosta de action, não. Com ela é só
the
target.
beta shop activity that we previously teased will also be explained. The beta related streams from our side. So follow us on the various social medias, because the upcoming weeks are going to be crazy news side, news point of view from the news, whatever. It's going to be crazy. So yeah, stay tuned. We are very excited. We hope you are too. And I think that's it for today.
Okay, yeah, that
Right?
should be it.
Aí
That should be
24
it.
horas você me foda, né,
Have a
Chico?
nice evening, guys, or day
Yeah.
in America.
We will also enjoy a day off tomorrow.
Yes.
So
And
that's
then
fit quite nicely with the stream.
with today's stream, yes. And then see you on the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Pronto, galerinha. O que acontece é o seguinte. A live stream deles acabou, tá? A gente vai fazer um pequeno resumo aqui rapidão, porque eu tenho que fechar a live, porque minha mãe tá aqui, eu tenho que resolver as coisas. Mas para quem quer um resumão rápido, para quem chegou atrasado e etc. Na live de hoje, oficial deles, eles demonstraram as dungeons PvE do jogo, certo? Isso faz com que, tá? Eles mostraram a versão normal mode das dungeons e hard mode. O que a gente percebeu é que dá para fazer a normal e dá para fazer a hard mode com um DPS mais desprezível, demora um pouquinho mais para fazer, mas dá, tem algumas mecânicas e fica legalzinho, beleza? O que acontece é o seguinte, tá? O que acontece é o seguinte. Nas dungeons normal mode vai dropar item level 45 e nas dungeons hard mode item level 60. Não, normal mode é 50 e hard mode é 60. As dungeons normal mode são locadas por diária, ou seja, você pode pegar uma recompensa por dia, tá? E a dungeon hard mode você pega uma recompensa a cada semana, né? Resetando toda terça-feira, ok? Eles mostraram o gameplay, eles mostraram como é que funcionava algumas classes e etc, etc, etc. E no final eles lançaram a notícia que sexta-feira agora eles vão abrir um beta exclusivo para os criadores de conteúdo que se registraram no Forge Master, tá? Que é a plataforma de coisa deles lá, e todos que estão aceitos vão poder participar e streamar agora nesse final de semana um pouquinho da versão norte-americana do solo, tá? Do Swords of Legends. Ou seja, eu estou incluído, muitos estão incluídos, só que aqueles que ainda não foram aceitos ou aqueles que só estão sabendo agora e depois vão tentar pegar a sorte, não vai dar tempo de eles aceitarem, tá? Então é isso daí. Certo? Minha mãe tá tirando toda a minha concentração, galera. E bem, é esse o grande resumo, tá, da situação. Então, final de semana vocês vão poder ver. Eu até tinha gravado algumas coisas do Alpha e só liberaria dia 15 agora, né? E dia 15 é o final de semana, então eu fui trollado, minha gente. Mas é uma trollagem boa, né? Então é isso daí, galera. Certo? Então, final de semana a gente vai ver um solozinho aí. Vou ver algumas perguntas rapidão aqui. Cara, na minha opinião, Tobinha, solo é muito melhor do que Helion, porque Helion IP Block já começa por aí, né? E a gente vai ver isso aí. Lembrando também que eu vou receber quando começar o CBT de fato, aberto para todo mundo. também vou estar trazendo os chaves do CBT aí para vocês, né? Também. Outra coisa, também, já que tem um monte de gente aí brincando de... já que tem um monte de gente aí brincando de... Lembre-se, galera, que no... Existe um Discord, tá? Do Swords of Legends Online Brasil, onde você pode botar lá a sua guilda para recrutar, conhecer o pessoal que tá jogando e etc. Coloquei no chat aí. Entrem lá, certo? E também tem o Facebook do Swords of Legends Brasil. Outra coisa também, exclusivo para aqueles que ficaram até agora na live. Eu vou ganhar chaves de closed beta e vou distribuir em live. Porém, eu vou distribuir primeiro para todas as pessoas que me mandarem uma mensagem no privado, no Discord, falando a mensagem beta aqui solo. Por que eu vou dar preferência para essas pessoas? Porque eu tenho certeza que essas pessoas têm interesse. Eu prefiro muito mais entregar a chave para quem tem interesse em baixar e jogar do que uma pessoa mais, entre aspas, aleatória da live, que pode ser que ganhe a chave e nem chegue a baixar o jogo. Então, se você tem interesse em jogar o CBT, testar, baixar e etc., pode falar lá comigo no privado do Discord. Eu estou nesse grupo do Discord do Swords of Legends Brasil, então vocês podem me encontrar por lá, tá? E falem comigo que com certeza eu vou entregar a chave para todas as pessoas que mandarem mensagem lá, beleza? Essas serão as pessoas que eu vou dar prioridade. As chaves que sobrarem, se sobrar, eu jogo em live, beleza? Tá aí, vou jogar de novo o Facebook, certo? E o Discord, certo? Tá aqui, tá? Tô vendo que tem um pessoalzinho que já tá mandando mensagem. Ótimo. Eu não vou responder todo mundo, tá? Eu vou ver a mensagem e vou deixar guardada, ok? Depois eu vou catar quando pegar as chaves, beleza? E fica o histórico. Beleza? É isso daí, galera. É isso daí. Agora eu vou encerrar a live, mas eu vou jogar vocês para um streamer norte-americano, o Mario321, que eu gosto muito dele, converso muita coisa com ele lá e sempre tô na stream dele conversando com ele quando eu tô brincando lá. Ele é muito gente fina, ele é do Canadá e ele é um cara que fala inglês e chinês, né? Dê um alô para ele lá, certo? E qualquer coisa, fiquem lá assistindo ele jogar a versão Taiwan do Swords. Qualquer coisa também não precisa, tá? Muito obrigado a todos. Qualquer coisa, tem 80 GB mais ou menos o jogo, tá? Então, é isso daí. Muito obrigado a todos que ficaram até aqui. Muito obrigado por quem deu os primes, Etiel e o outro menino, esqueci o nome. Muito obrigado, certo? É isso daí. Um grande abraço. Eu vou nessa. Falou. Valeu, meu povo bonito.